afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Thursday, December the 5th. I'm in a time warp right now. I could use it being November the 5th again, to be honest with you. I could use an extra month. That last month just disappeared. It's another Technical Alpha podcast. Jeff just ran to go and get his sweater real quick. There he is. He's back already. Look at that. Speedy Gonzalez. It's another Technical Alpha podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great show for you lined up today, as always. Mr. Black.
As always.
How you doing? As always. Because I'm not going to tell you
otherwise.
You're
not going to say?
I'm never going to say shit.
Yeah, my day, what did you ask me? My day? My
How's
week?
your week?
My week.
Either or, really.
My week's been okay.
Yeah? Anything exciting? Anything out of the ordinary?
No.
Hit by a car?
No, fortunately not.
No?
Fuck. I'm having an off day today, though.
I'm like a little spacey today.
That's
I
the
said
word. That is
November.
The word I've been looking for.
I turned
all
on the
day.
wrong mic at first, then I called it November. I'm all over the place.
Bro, I'm just like, I'm not, I think I got like 7.5 hours sleep, so it's not like I didn't get sleep. I'm not in any particular bad mood for any reason.
No.
I'm just like, I'm spacey. I don't know what it is. I was telling my stream this like before I started. I was like, guys, I apologize today. I am dog shit. Like I'm not entertaining. I'm not like, I'm just like here.
That was like yesterday. Yesterday it was similar, but not as bad. Yesterday, first of all, I actually died and got resurrected yesterday.
I saw your tweet.
For real.
I
went to bed. I was in the day before. I was in a weird space where, well, one, I didn't get much sleep the night before, maybe like 4.5, 5 hours sleep. But I was kind of tired that night that I wasn't tired anymore, and I was struggling to fall asleep. I was exhausted, but I was struggling to fall asleep. So I didn't fall asleep until I don't know, maybe like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Get fucked.
I fall asleep. Dude, I didn't move. I woke up in the exact same position that I closed my eyes. I did not move. Nothing. Dead to the world. Woke up. Normally I wake up around, I don't know, even if I go to bed really late, I'll wake up around 10 or 11 because my parents are usually getting ready to go and there's a caretaker coming for Nan and all that stuff, so the house is busy.
Oh, you got a caretaker now?
Well, no, they're VON, so like nurses that come.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that mom and dad can leave the house.
Yeah.
So that they're there for a time. So basically what your wife and my girlfriend do, except remotely, for all intents and purposes. So they're all bosses. I usually wake up. So I thought it was like 11 o'clock or something, the usual. I picked up my phone. I looked at my phone. It was 3:30 in the afternoon. I didn't wake up. I didn't move. I didn't do anything. 3:30 in the afternoon, I woke up. And I had so much energy yesterday that I didn't know what to do with it. It was one of those days where not only did I sleep for like 8-9 hours or whatever, but it was like good. I just put that back. Why is it? What? It's been up for a week. Why now?
Why is it falling now?
Why now? You have a ghost in the house, Jeff. He's trying to kill you.
Shouldn't have bought the place.
Probably a racist white old guy.
Huh. Fuck now.
You bought the one place haunted by a racist white ghost.
Oh.
No, like I said before, I probably should have done that anyway. We need a longer nail. We got a longer nail.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, I died, came back, had so much energy. So last night I couldn't fall asleep again until late, but not because I was exhausted, but I actually was just awake. I could have ran a marathon at about 3 o'clock in the morning last night. There was nothing stopping me. So, it was one of those days. Now today, not complete opposite. I still have a good amount of energy, but my God, my brain is in a different, parallel universe.
That's where I'm at. This should be a great podcast.
This should be good.
Should be a great podcast.
It's always entertaining. We're never going to know why it's entertaining, but we're going to promise that it's always going to be entertaining.
We always make it entertaining.
That's right. We make it happen.
I don't know how we do it.
You almost got killed twice now.
There you go. For those that are watching this on video, the entertainment has already started.
Yeah, they probably saw it slip into the camera for a brief moment, but one of the... that's so weird that one, it must get brushed or something when you sit down every now and then it's just... Because you can see where the hole where the nail is gotten... It's looking like a hot dog down a hallway right now.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
Yeah.
Bigger nail. Gaming news, Jeff. We talk about it here. And let's start it off with this. Hideo Kojima. He's a pretty popular guy to talk about these days.
He is.
Has a little game called Death Stranding.
Yeah, it's just a small one.
Small game. Lots of people talking about it. He's come out and said that he wants to make the next project that he's going to do, he wants to make the scariest video game ever made. That's his goal. And he has started by watching, he's been buying up and watching and seeing every horror film he can get his hands on to get as much inspiration as possible to try and make the scariest video game ever. Now, let's not forget, he was involved with PT.
Yeah, that shit looked pretty fucking scary.
And that shit was arguably the scariest game.
Now, let's be real. We saw a snippet of that. It was like a little small playable demo, but
it was the best horror game we had seen in...
Yeah, but it was also during a time when horror games were probably at like an all-time low in terms of like quality horror games.
Have we really come up that far?
I mean, Resident Evil 7 was good. I enjoyed that a lot. It was a great VR experience.
Yeah, but PT looked a lot better than Resident Evil 7.
I will admit that. It looked infinitely better. Hey, if there's one guy that can do it,
it's him.
It's him.
It's him.
And that gets me excited.
Exactly.
Especially if he's making these claims.
Yeah.
He's got to go out and deliver now.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean?
I think Death Stranding, whether you liked it or not, is exactly what Hideo Kojima wanted to produce. So whether you were on board or not, super divisive. We're going to get to that later on in the show too, for other reasons. But yeah, it's I'm down. I'm there for it. I want to see it. We're not getting Silent Hill anymore, so I need something else. I need something else in the horror genre that isn't just jump scares. I need some like good, honest to God horror, and hopefully he can produce it. Maybe we'll join forces with Guillermo del Toro. They're relatively close friends, and del Toro is not.
Maybe he wants to
horror.
take and do some of the motion cap stuff that he did with Death Stranded or Stranding, and then bring that into whatever horror game he's like, make it a little bit more realistic. Get some big actors.
A horror game on that same engine would probably look pretty dope.
Yeah.
That graphics engine from Guerrilla Games or whatever, the studio that did Horizon Zero Dawn, that graphics engine is pretty damn good looking. So yeah, I'm there for it. I'm there for it, Kojima. Make it happen. And I'm sure he's going to sell enough copies of Death Stranding.
Yes,
to make
pay
that
for
happen.
It. Yes.
I think he's going to be okay. Following that, we've got later, when I said later in the show, apparently I meant literally right now. The Game Awards, Jeff, hosted by Jeff Keighley, has announced its nominees, and I thought I had a link to that, but apparently not. Hold on, no, I'm not signed. Oh, is that Grammarly or something? Mm-hmm. Okay. Video Game Awards nominees. TheGameAwards.com nominees. Here we go. So they've released the nominees.
Is the Game Awards big?
Yes.
Really?
Well, in fairness to it, it's only a couple years old.
Yeah.
But it has gotten substantially bigger.
I remember back in like 2014, 2013, I remember saying multiple times, how cool would it be if there was a video game awards?
And Jeff Keighley for years has been saying the exact same thing, and then he said, all right, I'm going to just go out and do it now. Yeah, and so he did.
That's cool.
So whether you like Jeff Keighley or not, and I'm neither here nor there about Jeff Keighley, he has put in a lot of work to try and have a legitimate game award show. And they're good. The people that are judging for these games and the way they do it like they do it like where there's like a 10% audience, 90% critic. They do a blended like everything. They do it as
unbiased as possible.
Yeah, as unbiased as possible to try and get these awards. Now, you're always going to have bias, and that's part of what we're about to talk about here, because Death Stranding is nominated for 8 different categories.
Yikes!
It's a lot of categories.
It's a lot. I mean, I haven't played the game, so I can't really like.
Well, the reason that people are finding that a little odd is mostly because it's an incredibly divisive game, critically and otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was a resounding success across the board where everyone's blowing it. It's some people are on for it, critics or otherwise, and some people are polar opposite where it's like, what the fuck am I playing? So it's a bit of a toss up. People are concerned. There was rumors. Now, Jeff Keighley is a side character in Death Stranding. He's good friends with Hideo Kojima. They have a history with the Game Awards show and Kojima, like for not being able to make it there when he was still with Konami, and Konami contractually said that he couldn't go to the Game Awards to collect any of the awards that win this. So there's a lot of history there, and then to see Death Stranding be up for so many awards, people are going, because again, it's not like this wasn't like Grand Theft Auto 5, where everyone gave it the same score and it was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's well,
the question is
a bit of a hit or miss.
Will they win 5 of these 8? You know what I mean? Like that's when you'll start to see things go,
exactly.
Okay. Being nominated is one thing,
but actually taking them
if they start, sweeping up the fucking
then that might be
then you start asking some questions.
So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to see the categories here. I'm just going to go over what they've got here for the nominees for some of the major categories. So Game of the Year, that's the big dog.
Yep.
Control is by Remedy.
Never heard or played it.
I know about it. I've seen it. I haven't played it. I've had similar to Death Stranding. I've had people say really fucking good, and I've had other people say incredibly bland. Not bad, just bland. Kind of like Blizzard's Overwatch. Not a bad game, just like white bread
hand job.
An unenthusiastic.
Yeah.
Death Stranding, there it is, of course, one of the 8 categories it's in. Resident Evil 2 Remake is up there. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is up there. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is in the list. And then The Outer Worlds rounds out the list there.
The thing is, I haven't played...
Well, I'm not asking. You've played some of these.
I've played 3 of these.
You don't play prolifically, and I haven't even played all these games. I mean, like, I played Resident Evil. I played Sekiro. I played. I'll likely play Outer Worlds, just probably not before the awards.
Yeah,
pops.
I heard good things about the Outer Worlds.
So did I.
Yeah.
And
I actually bought that. I bought the game, and I still haven't played it yet. Same with Star Wars. I bought the game. Just haven't played it yet.
A friend of mine hooked me up with the code for that, so I'm probably going to end up playing that as well.
Yeah, it's kind of like Dark Souls-y.
It is. It's like Dark Souls. It's not as hard as Dark Souls, but it's a similar, similar concept.
Yeah.
And then you've got your action games. Apex Legends is up there. Astral Chain. Astral Chain is a game that I feel like if it wasn't on the Nintendo Switch, I'd want to play it more. But it's by Platinum Games, so Bayonetta, they make good fucking action games. They don't make bad action games, and it looked really good. The problem is that it runs on Switch, and so an action game on the Switch, even though it's really good, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I want 60 frames a second minimum all times. Don't give me below 60. This is 2019. This isn't 2005.
I'm with you.
Give me my 30. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Devil May Cry 5, Gears 5. And Metro Exodus round out the action games.
If I had to pick one there, I'm
guessing,
probably going Apex Legends. I'm just going to keep it real, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
But
I think it's going to come down between Apex and Astral Chain, and I think it's going to depend on which outlets are voting.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Apex. I just think it is.
Yeah.
But who knows? I think they deserve it, honestly, even though fuck Apex, but I think they deserve it.
They did a good job, for sure. Action adventure game, Borderlands 3, Control is up there again. There's Death Stranding, Resident Evil 2 again, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, and Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is, what you tend to see a lot of in the Game Awards and has been for a long time is that the games that tend to fall towards the top for Game of the Year category are in the action adventure genre.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot outside the box. I mean, look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Control, Death Stranding, Resident Evil, and Sekiro.
Yeah.
4 of the 2, 4, 6. 2 of the 6 nominees for Game of the Year, action adventure. Mm-hmm. With the only one's not included there being Smash Bros. Ultimate and the Outer Worlds. So that's kind of like, that's always kind of been my problem with the Game Awards is that there seem to always be certain genres that no matter how good the game is, it's never going to be in that discussion.
Yeah.
Similar to, I guess, the Oscars to a
Like
degree.
puzzle games.
Like a puzzle game or racing games.
Yeah, racing games.
Like Forza Horizon 3 when it came out, for example, was, or even 4, was arguably, for the amount of content, how good the game was, how good it ran, everything, music, the whole nine, graphics.
Yeah.
The way that they continue to produce content for free throughout the year, there were very few games that I could say that did the same thing or even came close, and it's never going to be there because it's a racing game.
Yep.
Or like you said, puzzle games are never going to, no matter how good they might be in a good year of a release, it's just never going to be there. Art direction.
Damn, we going through all these? We gonna go through the whole goddamn fucking?
No. Just the top.
All right.
Just
my
the top.
goodness.
Just the top few. Like
yeah.
But art direction. Sponsored by Samsung QLED, Jeff.
Boom.
Control is there again. Death Stranding is there again. Sekiro Dies Twice is there again. Gree, that better fucking win. I've played that one. I
haven't played it.
It's an indie title. It's super artsy. It's not like it's a hard game or anything. It's a platformer, but holy shit, the art direction. It's one of those games where you could take a screenshot literally at any given moment, and that's some wallpaper. And that's what Gree is. And then Link's Awakening is only going to go plus or minus based on if you like that art style. I do. You didn't. And that represents most of the community. It's
you
a
like
50-50
it or you don't.
split. It's a 50-50. There's nobody gray on that. And then the last one I'll put in here. Oh no, we'll do that one too, I guess. Community support. So this is one that Jeff wanted to put in that it was not traditionally in, which basically represents games, almost games as a service, the ones that keep pumping shit out.
Yeah.
Apex, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, of course, and then Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Personally, out of these, I have to give it to Rainbow Six Siege. That is the Rainbow Six Siege is the anime redemption arc in the esports scene that is like No Man's Sky level shit. When it came out, it was kind of whatever. And then Ubisoft went away and came back, and they have produced a game that is hardcore as fuck with a crazy community, and they put out shit constantly, and it is well maintained, and it has some of the best commentating tools out of any of the esports that exist right now. Apex, I think Apex is just there because it is. Apex hasn't really done much. They put out a couple characters. They put out a map that everyone universally hates.
Yeah.
And all the skins are garbage. Destiny 2.
No dog.
That was there because they couldn't think of a fifth game.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14 is also pretty hard to put down. I'd say that's also there. Fortnite, fuck a Fortnite. I think it's between Rainbow Six and Final Fantasy 14. Now, the last one we'll do here is Content Creator of the Year, Jeff.
All right.
Because this is more in our wheelhouse now. Courage, Jack Dunlop himself, who just got picked up by YouTube Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Lupo, who's a man who I think spends most of his time raising money for children at this point.
Yep.
Every time I see him pop up, he's doing some sort of charity
There's more
run.
millions of dollars being raised.
Yeah. Ewok, which is the Fortnite streamer that just got picked up here, like we talked about a couple weeks ago. Like 14 years old, deaf, but wildly good. I think it was Fortnite, right? Or Apex. Can't remember now off the top of my head.
Fortnite.
It was Fortnite, I'm pretty sure, though.
It is.
Gref G, and I'm going to be real here, not a damn clue who that is.
Don't know who that is either.
I don't have any idea who that is. And then Shroud.
Um,
I'm going to eat this piece of donut while you ruminate over what do you think who takes this. I can tell you off the top of my head that as much as I love Courage, ain't it.
No, it's not it. Honestly, Dr. Lupo's probably not it either. If it was like philanthropist of the year, he'd fucking murder everybody.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Ewok's definitely not it.
It's hard to say because I have no idea who this is. If I click on him, can I see? No,
I don't know who
it's
this
everybody.
other guy is, so I can't really. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. I can't really comment because I don't know. Chances are, if I've never heard of him, he's probably not it.
It's probably Shroud.
It's Shroud.
It's probably Shroud.
Is Shroud. For multiple reasons. For one, it's Shroud.
Actually, that's pretty much the only reason you needed there.
Yeah.
Two, he made arguably, I want to say, arguably a bigger deal than Ninja did.
Oh, I can almost guarantee, like in terms of money, I think his deal is bigger. Ninja, I think the Ninja play for Ninja was more. I think the Ninja acquisition in terms of public eye is a bigger pickup, but I think in terms of business wise, and the hardcore gamer, like the real fucking gamer, seeing him go over to Mixer, I think it holds a lot more weight. Ninja's just become a celebrity within a gaming world. And although Shroud is a celebrity within the gaming world, he still comes off as a gamer. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He still comes off as like the gamer.
Yeah.
You can relate to him. Ninja's not very relatable anymore. Ninja has become that celebrity that, like, there's that distance now where you have a hard time relating, and
I'm sure Ninja's probably not like a bad dude.
But not at all.
But he's also never, even before he blew up, he always felt like there was a little bit of something,
Yeah, of course. I mean,
between...
if I ever got that fame, I'd do the same thing, bro. I'm
talking before he got famous.
Oh.
But now it's worse now. It's magnified now.
Yeah.
But like before then. And it's hard, it's almost to the point where it's hard to, like, even if he's being genuine, it's hard to tell
if he is
or isn't.
Yeah. Shroud's it, man. Like, not only did Shroud probably make the most money and of anybody, but he's also, I think, has had the most impact. Not only from when he was on Twitch.
Dude's humble too.
Very humble.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, who gives a fuck, really? I mean, Dr. Disrespect is the opposite of humble. And
as a character he is, but
I
don't know enough about the guy.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what you see, right?
Yeah.
And most of the times, listen, I've seen Doc and do his interviews and stuff. When he's out of character, he seems like a genuine dude. But at the end of the day, you still see Doc, and he's a cocky, arrogant guy, right? And honest to God, you got to be that to a certain degree to play that.
Oh,
I don't
for
give a fuck. That dude,
you have to tap it from somewhere.
That dude is an alpha.
Yeah.
That dude thinks highly of himself, which he should.
Did you just non-ironically say alpha?
Yeah, he's an alpha. He is. He's an alpha dog. Like, he's a guy.
I get what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
He's a dude. If you're in a room and there's four of you and your boys, Doc is going to be the loudest.
Yeah.
His opinion is probably gonna outweigh everybody else's.
Yeah.
If Doc's like, hey boys, you want to go to the bar and sing karaoke?
Yeah.
If the boys didn't really want to do it, they're still going to do it because he's got that. That's the aura that I get off him, even without the character. Shroud just seems like a nerd. He's just a nerd gamer, and he just feels like more relatable and genuine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Shroud. Just right across the board. I think he wipes they're all great content creators except for the guy that I don't know who
we have
he
no
is.
idea. He could be.
And Ewok, she's been a great story, but in terms of like,
she hasn't been around long enough to really.
Honestly, I don't think she warrants this nomination.
Maybe
in the
next
least.
year.
Like, Dr. Disrespect should be before her.
Give her another year so that she's been around long enough to actually do some shit and not just be a good Fortnite. Like, it's not that she's bad.
She's a good ambassador.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Just literally had about 30 hours of stream time.
Yeah. She's not Gamer of the Year.
Give it a second.
It's not.
Give it a second.
An incredible story, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And an amazing story.
Absolutely.
And a great influence.
Yeah, 100%.
But Gamer of the Year, nah.
Esports Host of the Year, Jeff. It's Golden Boy every time.
Well, can I see the list here?
Yeah. It's Golden Boy every time. This is the rest.
I gotta go Golden Boy.
It's Golden Boy.
I gotta go.
It's Golden Boy.
I like me some Red Eye, but I gotta go Golden. Boy.
Red Eye is good, but I mean Golden Boy. Golden Boy has literally bridged the gap between esports and real media.
Yes.
more than anyone else.
Well, he's crushing
by
it, bro,
miles.
and he's always gonna have work. He's that guy. He reminds me in terms of adaptability and shit. He reminds me of In Control, right? Like In Control was the guy that was always gonna have a career in broadcasting or being on camera because he was so good at just being charismatic and it's just easy to listen to. That's Golden Boy.
There are things that you can be taught as a caster, and there are personality traits that you either have
or you don't
have.
Yeah.
And not only is he a good caster, technically speaking,
Yeah.
but he's got that personality.
Yeah.
And so, he's big. And now that Halo's coming back, I'm sure he's jacked because that's like his genesis point.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to talk about Halo a little later on. So there you go. There's a Game Awards, like a little rough rundown. We'll probably talk when that's all blown over, and we'll see who actually came out on top. But there you have it. Next up, Riot. We talked about this a while ago. They had that class action lawsuit. The women got together and said, fuck this shit show.
Yeah.
We want some money.
We're suing.
Because you've been fucking us for a long time.
And they got money.
Not the way we want to be fucked.
No.
And so they got money. Riot actually just settled.
Well, why not? Riot's got so much goddamn money.
There's so much money.
And the longer this goes into the mud,
the worse it is.
They're going to lose more than what they'll ever put in.
Yeah.
End it. And they did.
So they did.
To the tune of $10 million a piece.
No.
No.
It's not a piece.
No, it was.
No.
Yes, I read it.
I read several pieces.
I am almost...
It is not $10 million a piece. It's $10 million spread out, depending on. In fact, I have it written down right here.
Could have sworn it was $10 million for each.
Payouts will depend on employment type, time at the company, etc. There's a hierarchy of how it goes over, but it's $10 million in total for all female employees that worked from 2014 up until now. Of which that sounds like it might be a lot. It's not. If it went equally, it's estimated that it would be about $20,000 each. However, because it's not being done equally, because some people were just contracted for like a couple of months, some people were full-time employees, others were part-time employees, some were only there for a couple of years, some were there for the whole time, all 5 years, depending on how much they were screwed over by not being paid as much as the guys, which is basically what this was all being about in the first place, plus any other little damages
sexual harassment and stuff,
sexual harassment as well in there. Is how it gets divvied out. It's $10 million in total. So
I thought it was $10 million per person. I'm just re-looking it up.
No, because it was class action. So it was. Believe me, if it was $10 million per, that headline would be written as the total amount likely given out, and not just $10 million. They would have said something like, "You're going to pay out, $400 million."
Well, no, but I heard it was only like a handful of females. Like I thought it wasn't. Maybe the article.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is only a handful of females, but it's $10 million across those females based on time that they got. One sec.
Well, I must have got clickbaited, man. Or
I
I just was dumb and fucking.
Yeah, League of Legends publisher Riot Games will pay at least $10 million under legal settlement with current and former female employees following accusations of gender-based discrimination and sexual harassment at the company.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
10 schmil across. So
Well, that's not as exciting.
some people, well, I think it was less about the money and more about it just being brought to light.
It's all about the money, bro.
Because now going
It's all about the goddamn money.
Well, it's about the money, but now moving forward,
Pay these motherfuckers.
now moving forward, everyone's going to get paid equally,
Yeah.
unless they want to have another lawsuit come up, and then the second time around, the judge is probably going to be a little less fucking kind about it, I suspect. But it's $10 million across several people, and some people are probably going to make a good chunk of change. I suspect there are some in that pot that will make close to 100 G's off of this thing.
I mean, now I'm not as excited about this because I thought that they were getting $10 million.
Dude, they'd be like $400 million in the hole.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
each.
Now it's like a $10 million class action lawsuit. It's just fucking whack, bro. these chicks did not get enough money out of it. They shouldn't have settled. I'd have been like, nah,
That ain't it,
bro. I didn't go through all this motherfucking harassment and bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know, some women probably going to get a few $1,000s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depending on how long they were there.
But again, the important thing here is that now there's legal precedent set, and so it will be almost impossible for Riot or any other
That is
company
true.
to get out of it in the future. There's going to be a precedent set, so any amount of proof comes forward is just going to be you're fucked. You're paying up. And there's nothing you can do about it. So that's what I meant when I said it's not about the money necessarily. And I think for a lot of them, it's nice to get the paycheck for sure, but they were more annoyed with the fact that they weren't getting paid that in the first place, or that it was going on and nobody cared, or the sexual harassment was going on and nobody cared, because all these stories came out about Riot, and it was just getting swept under the carpet, and like, holy shit, what more do you have to... What more evidence do you possibly need to see that some shit's going down here? And the only other thing is, of course, some of the biggest perpetrators of all the sexual harassment are the owners of the fucking company.
Yeah.
And so you can't remove those guys. They're not going to remove themselves.
No.
It has to be something a lot bigger than that before you step down from that position. So, but everything else about that, everyone was obviously very happy about the settlement. And just setting that precedent is going to be pretty major. So thumbs up to all the women. You did it.
You did it.
You did the thing.
You didn't make enough, but you still did it.
And just as usual, fuck those guys at Riot.
Straight up. just straight up.
If you're walking around the office like farting on people and like sexually harassing people on a daily basis,
just go fuck yourself.
Just go fuck yourself.
Just go fuck yourself, you little piece of shit.
It's probably the only fucking you're doing most of the time.
Yeah.
Unless you're paying up for otherwise. Resident Evil 3, Jeff, the remake that we said was rumored is looking basically confirmed. As the another leak happened this time in the PlayStation Store. The unlikely leaks, I'm calling them unlikely leaks at this point. They're intentional. Yeah. You don't just suddenly have this shit pop up on the PlayStation Store. It's not like it came up on some sort of like Russian fucking video game website. It's a PlayStation Store. But nevertheless, it's basically guaranteed. And also looks to have a special Z edition coming. Now, whatever the hell comes with that, God only knows. But that was one of the things that was listed there in this leak, quote unquote. Yeah, so there you go. Resident Evil 3 remake. Look for it. It's coming. We don't know when, but it's coming.
I'm buying it.
More remakes. Platinum Games, Bayonetta and Vanquish. Not as many people played Vanquish as Bayonetta. Both great games. Bayonetta probably better than Vanquish, but nevertheless, both are looking to get 4K 60 remakes coming. This is via a Microsoft Store leak. Everyone's just leaking shit all over the place. Civ. They're not really, they're not really holding any water. Just all going through, just slow. Microsoft Store leak on this one, but it's also rumored that it's likely going to come to PlayStation. This is just like a remake that's being made for all platforms, whatever, which is nice. Maybe more people will end up playing Bayonetta and Vanquish. Both of them were solid games for sure. Now, more leaks. This is a leak central.
Leaks on leaks.
Now, this is a little bit more interesting to me because this comes from the person who originally leaked that Death Stranding would be coming to PC next year, and then not even a couple weeks afterwards, Hideo Kojima came out and said, Death Stranding is going to be on PC next year. Same guy. This time around, we've got him saying that Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC in February.
There you go. See, I waited.
That is soon.
I waited. It's going to pay off.
Horizon Zero Dawn is fire. Now, this would make sense. Some people are saying, oh, it's not possible. It's too soon. It might be too soon. I still think it's going to happen for a number of reasons. One, there's no reason for it to not be on the PC. Two, I mean, it's been a PlayStation exclusive for years. Just let it on the PC, make more money off it.
I think it makes sense
at this point. And two, it's the same engine, give or take, as Death Stranding. So they've already figured out, or they're in the process of porting Death Stranding, which means why wouldn't they also just do Horizon Zero Dawn, move it to the PC, make a bunch more money off of it. Horizon Zero Dawn on the PC running in like true high-res, high frame rate shit.
Give me all that.
That's going to look fucking bonkers.
Hell yeah.
So I'm there for it, and I hope that this rumor also, like his last one, turns out to be true. Xbox head Phil Spencer. Philly tweeted that he is now using the next Xbox. Xbox Scarlet is now his main console at home. He has one, and he's using it on the daily, which means currently it's as advertised, working flawlessly, presumably, as he's playing online games as well, with all the current Xbox catalog. So he's got that, and he's testing it at home. So that means that things are looking on track.
That was a dumb thing to do. Because
What?
you know there's a motherfucker out there that's going to go to his house
Try and rob
and
the fucking
try and
Xbox?
steal that fucking Xbox.
Probably.
That wasn't the smartest thing to say.
I'm going to guess that Phil Spencer's house is probably pretty well
I would hope so because
guarded.
Because
That man makes a few dollars a year.
yeah,
And probably lives in a gated community.
but even still, bro, you see people in gated communities all the time.
So
Yeah.
a fucking random crackhead
If
trying
somebody,
to steal the next
but
Xbox.
I mean, think about it. If you get your hands on the fucking Xbox,
Well, who are you going to sell it to?
oh, I mean, you could sell it to anybody you want,
What are
really,
you- but
on
what
the
are you gonna
black
get
market.
for it?
Anything you want, dude. You could leak all of the fucking the.
They've already showed like all the
yeah,
hardware.
but I mean, you could literally, bro. It would be a bad. They would not want that leaked. Not right now, dude. They would not want that leaked.
Probably not.
That'd be a bad.
But
thing.
he's got it, and he's playing on it. Which there were rumors that it was behind schedule a bit. So I don't know why they were rumored to be behind schedule, but that was out there.
There you go.
So things are moving along smoothly enough. I'm going to be that random crackhead.
Godspeed.
Good luck. Let us know how it goes.
We'll hear about it.
Yeah. Darksiders 3 developer is working on a new AAA title that sounds a lot like it could just be the next Darksiders game. Did you play any of those yet?
No.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're pretty good. The first one was the best. The second one wasn't too terrible. Got a little bit of Mark Hamill as one of the main characters.
Good old Mark.
Which is always good. And third one, dog shit, unfortunately. However, maybe this one will be better.
Time will tell.
I mean, there are 4 horsemen. We only got 3.
Need the fourth.
Need the 4th. Following the Xbox stuff, not terribly surprising, but the Sony CEO says there are no plans to follow up the PS Vita.
I don't even think he had to confirm that. I think we all just knew the PS Vita.
That wasn't going to get that wasn't coming back for a three-peat?
No. There's no PS Vita X
No.
or PS Vita S or PS Vita XS. The PS Vita is dead. It ain't never coming back. Sony should just quit on the handhelds. They should.
I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, they should just
I
walk
think-
away from handheld. Period.
I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Is we're not going back in for that again. We tried it.
Yeah.
It didn't work out so hot.
Let Nintendo do
It was a great console.
Yeah.
It just didn't sell. It was too expensive.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, despite the fact that the Nintendo Switch is doing well, people just weren't that interested in playing the games that they could play on home on their TV on the Vita.
handheld. Yeah, like
It just didn't. And it's because it's the type of game, right?
Yeah.
Nintendo games are different
yeah.
than a Sony game.
I agree.
Like you're playing fucking SOCOM on a PS Vita.
No, I'm going to do that on my TV.
I'm going to do that on my TV.
Thank you.
I don't feel like playing Uncharted or some shit on a Vita.
There's just something about the PS Vita that wasn't even very inviting. Like, you see it and you don't. It's
true.
like you don't even want to pick it up and play it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's.
It kind of looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, like even with the Nintendo Switch, you see it. It's like, it's cute. It's like, oh, let me pick this up and see. You just want to fuck with it. Like.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
Not
but
the Vita.
The Vita is just like it reminds me of like my cell phone. It's like it's another fucking phone.
It's just another device.
Yeah, just gonna throw it in my pocket and
And coincidentally, much like most people's cell phones, the Vita was most apt at like media consumption.
Yeah.
Watching movies.
Yeah.
Hacking it to put ROMs on it. That's what a lot of people like emulators.
Glorified phone
Yeah. Without the ability to call people.
or text.
Yeah, exactly. But there you go. Confirmed, Jeff. No
Boom.
more Vita. Which means they're just going to come out with another handheld called something else.
Please don't.
The Master Chief Collection, Jeff.
Yeah.
We got Reach a couple days ago.
Yes, we did.
And it is currently atop the Steam sales list.
Yes, it is.
It is selling like hotcakes. It sold so much that Steam went down for a bit.
Yes.
It also took people a incredible amount of time to download only a 15 gig game. The servers were fucked. Then everyone on Earth tried to simultaneously play the campaign cooperatively online, and so everyone was getting some serious lag because everyone was trying to play it at the same time.
Great.
And however, despite that, all in all, I've played it now for 2 straight days on the stream.
Okay.
So I'm about 16, 17 hours deep.
Damn.
Played
Campaign?
lots of Halo. Beat the campaign one sitting.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's a short campaign.
Yeah. Fun one though.
Not a bad campaign. It's one of the better Halo campaigns.
Yeah.
Certainly better than 4 and 5.
Yes.
And not that was a high bar to set, but certainly better than 4 and 5. Not long, but decent. So played through that, and then I played a bunch of the multiplayer as well. And you know what? That game, first of all, this game is almost 10 years old. It's 2010. And it doesn't look bad. It'll run. It's not running super smooth for everyone right now. There's some frame rate issues and stuff. And I'm unfortunately one of those people that are experiencing that. But looks good, runs well. The online works better than you like. I thought this was going to be a dumpster fire, if I'm going to be honest with you. But the online works really well. You're jumping into games. You've got the whole playlist available like you did before. Lots of game variations with Halo. That was always one of the nice things about Halo was that there were so many game modes, and they were all relatively unique. And they're all available. You hop into games quick. It's merged with Xbox Live and Steam. So you have access to your Steam list and your Xbox Live list. You can cross-play with people on the Xbox if you want. I did that already this week as well, where you can either invite via the Xbox app on the PC while the game's running, and or it will appear in the game itself, your Xbox Live friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also just a Steam button. You pull up the Steam overlay, you got your friends, right-click, invite to game, boom, done. Had 0 issues.
Dope.
At all.
Dope.
Getting anyone in. We had full 8-man, or close to 8-man, like 6 people at one point. Had a blast. There are some things that drive me a little crazy. One, the audio is fucked. They know about it. They've talked about it, and apparently they had some issues getting the audio done for PC properly. It sounds like they took a 5.1 soundtrack or like just sounds in general, so surround sound, and then down mixed it to stereo, but didn't do it properly. So you're missing loads of audio information. You never hear anyone behind you, ever. They could run towards you full speed. You will never hear a single footstep.
Rip.
Ever. All the sounds are compressed almost to the exact same level of multiplayer. You have no idea where gunshots are coming from. You can't place them. Your gun sounds like shit. Their gun sounds like shit. Everything sounds exactly the same level. So you get nothing good audio-wise. And it's muffled and ugly. The menu music, though, thankfully, is fire. It's still Halo. It sounds amazing. Everything else, though, yeah. Everything else is bad, though. Like, real bad.
All right.
And unfortunately, it's not a quick fix, according to them. It's they're going to actually, it's so bad that they're putting out they're going to write up an explanation as to why to try and get people to understand why it's so bad and why it's going to take time, because people are pretty upset about how shit the game sounds right now. And understandably so. It's pretty frustrating to play multiplayer and constantly just have people run up behind you and kill you because you can't hear them.
Yeah. The only good news is everybody's in the same boat. So,
yes, exactly. So it's equally as annoying.
Yeah.
The other thing is for the 10-year-old game in Halo is that, and especially Reach was never my favorite multiplayer experience anyway. I forgot how bad the spawning is in that game, and it is really fucking bad. I have multiple times you watch somebody will spawn in front of you, and like I've spawned and the guy is seeing and shooting me while I'm still invulnerable.
Yeah.
During the spawn.
Yeah.
It's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of you spawn, you die, and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's kind of fucking rough. And then other than that, in general, pretty good experience. They just need to work out the frame rate stuff, the sound stuff, but works way better than you ever would have thought it would have had any right to be. And it gives me hope.
I might download it and fucking try it out.
Yeah, it gives me hope for
Halo 2?
For the ones that are coming, right? If they were going to, like, I joked about this, like, it's almost like it was convenient for them that Halo Reach was the first one in the storyline. Like, it comes before Halo 1. Like, the end of Reach is like 4 minutes before Halo 1 starts. And so they were like, we're going to release these in order of the story. But I think it was convenient because Halo Reach is like the whipping boy. Halo Reach gets tossed out there so that they can get all the bumps out of the way with this one.
Yeah.
And then when they go to Halo 1,
Yeah.
because the last thing you want to do is release Halo 1 and 2 and have them be fucked.
Yeah.
You need to smoke 1 and 2
Yeah.
out of the water.
Yeah.
4 and 5,
Who gives a fuck?
like they don't. There's not that much work. They're pretty much new games. But 1 and 2, you want to nail those fucking hard. And 3, 1, 2, and 3 really. So Reach can be the whipping pole. But yeah, you have some fun. You get lots of those Halo moments. Riding in a warthog, somebody in the back with the fucking gun. You're riding all over the map. Shit's fucking. You get all of that, right? So it's still fun. It's still Halo, and it, it will be fun to see the longevity when all this dust settles, and it will probably be give us a good idea of, does Halo actually work now in today's market? Do people actually want? Because there's nothing inherently wrong with Halo as a formula. It's just that it's people like such fast-paced games now.
Yeah, but I think people are ready to slow down.
Maybe that's it. Maybe shit's gotten so, like Apex, maybe shit's gotten so hyper fast that we bring it back just a little bit.
Yeah.
Like what I said when somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was. I think it was I was playing with the Community Marathon Man. I think it was. He asked me, well, what do you think Halo Infinite needs to be? And I was like, that's a super hard question, because I think the most important question that even 343 Industries are asking themselves is, does Halo even fucking work in 2019, 2020? Yeah. And for me, my answer was, I want core Halo. I don't want jump packs. I don't want fucking all this extra peripheral shit. I want core Halo with, give me sprinting like they have in 4, in that you can only do it for a limited time. Bursts. I think that's integral in keeping the game fast enough so that people don't feel like they're walking through molasses all the time.
Yeah.
But also not making it Call of Duty, where you're sprinting all the time. I don't want to sprint all the time in Halo. I want it to be strategic when I sprint.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, other than that sprint, I just want
give me Halo.
Halo.
Just give me Halo.
Flat out.
Bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
Give me good maps with weapons and power ups that are placed in certain areas at certain times so that people have to play strategically around them. That's what made Halo fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
And just leave it at that.
Yep.
And if Halo doesn't work like that and you have to turn it into Call of Duty, then Halo's dead.
Yes.
Because it won't be as popular as Call of Duty and you're going to waste your time.
Yes.
So
time will tell.
Time will
tell.
Yeah.
And we'll see what they can do. But I'm with you. I actually think Halo in 2020 works way better than Halo, the same Halo game coming out in 2017. I think that the world needs to slow the fuck down in their shooters. And I think
it just keeps getting faster and faster.
I think they're craving it now. I think they're going to realize when they come back down to basics, they're going to go, "Oh, I missed this."
Well, I kind of get that when I play PUBG. When you go from Apex to PUBG, and like the speed difference is huge.
Yeah.
But then you appreciate positioning becomes so much fucking more important when you can't just run away from everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And knowing the map tends to become more important as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I agree. And yeah, definitely give it a shot. I mean, you can always I think they have like a promo on right now. You could probably get the Xbox Game Pass for like fucking $10 or something like that, or free.
They're just giving shit away.
And then try it and see if you like it. Otherwise, I mean, you can get the entire Master Chief Collection, which will be Reach 1, 2, 3,
ODST.
I don't know if they're doing ODST. Maybe they are. Or maybe, I have no idea. And like 4, the 5 is not part of it, because 5 is literally like last year.
Yeah.
So $40.
Just pay the $40. Just walk.
Or you buy them piecemeal, the ones that you only want, which means at that point you're buying them.
Yeah. $15 each.
You want to make sure you only need to basically want 2, because otherwise you're wasting money at that point. But it's like $10 Canadian a piece. So you just pay the $40, you just get it.
Yep.
I also, as much as I want diversity in launchers, I urge people to use Steam for this. For a couple reasons. One, they're allowing people to mod these games openly. So that's graphics mods, all that shit. They have a launcher thing at the beginning that you turn off anti-cheat. So if you want to do campaign or custom matches or whatever on your own off the main servers, and you're just doing your own thing, they're gonna allow people to mod these things.
Sweet.
Modding games usually requires fairly intimate access with the game folders that exist on the PC. When you download shit from the Microsoft Store, everything there is considered an app, and it gets put in the app folder on Windows. The app folder in Windows is encrypted, and not even administrative access gets you in. You don't get in, and even if you do, everything inside is encrypted still. So you don't get in to touch any of that shit. And I can only imagine that it's probably going to be harder to make use of the full faculties of what's going to be put out there for PC gamers if you do that. I have problems with Forza Horizon 4 that I can't fix because it's an app in that folder. So I currently can't play Forza Horizon without playing in windowed mode, and it doesn't have borderless.
Rip.
So you just play the fucking, like, your taskbar down there and like all...
Super immersive.
Yeah. So...
What time is it? Oh, let me look.
Can't.
Rip.
So yeah, I would suggest it, especially because I thought that if there was one thing I thought was going to happen is that since it's crossplay, that it would be messy as fuck. Dude, I have had a flawless experience.
Cool.
Flawless.
You sold it, Adam. You sold it.
There
long,
you go.
long over. You've sold it. I'm ready. I've already bought it, and you just don't even know it yet.
All right. Yeah, you have to hop in and play with us sometime.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
Sony is celebrating the 25th anniversary of the PlayStation launch. In case you wanted to feel old today, 25 years this year for the original PlayStation launch.
Damn,
some crazy shit. PlayStation was a good console, and the how the PlayStation came to be is almost crazy enough. It's like serendipity. It's like fucking. Sony didn't just sit down one day and say, we're going to make a console. Sony was working with Nintendo to produce a disc-based system with Nintendo, and then Nintendo said, nah, dog.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm going cartridge.
Then Sony said, okay,
motherfucker. So they said, well, we already got all this. Why don't we just make our own?
Boom. And
thus the PlayStation was born.
Boom.
Can you imagine?
No.
Not having PlayStation as part of the space.
I probably wouldn't be as a gamer, maybe like a hardcore gamer.
You wouldn't read as well.
No, I wouldn't.
You half learned how to read playing Final Fantasy games.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Like that's. I can't even imagine not having PlayStation in the conversation.
Yeah, it's weird. It makes me feel old. 25 years, man.
25 years.
God damn.
What's your favorite just raw PlayStation game? First PlayStation.
PS1?
Yeah.
I won't pick Final Fantasy VII just because it's too easy. So if I had to pick another one, I'd go with Resident Evil 2.
It's a good choice.
It's a fun game.
That's a good choice. Man, that's tough for me. It's always tough for me to pick my favorite. I would say it's Final Fantasy VIII.
It's a good game.
It's Final Fantasy VIII.
It's a great game.
But I mean, there's a lot. I honestly like more PlayStation 1 games than PlayStation 2, I think.
Me too.
Me
too. Actually, infinitely, like way more.
A number.
Yeah.
Like a number.
It's not even close, really.
Like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Siphon Filter, fucking.
Like I couldn't even
Parasite
name.
Eve.
Yeah. I couldn't even name 10 PS2 games.
Dino Crisis.
That I absolutely loved. You know, I actually can't name 10.
Yeah.
Legit. If I tried, I couldn't.
You know what? I used my PlayStation 2 more for playing PlayStation 1 games than I did for playing PlayStation 2
My
games.
PS3, the cross-compatible one, has only seen PS1 games. Not PS2 games. PS1. I'm not saying good PS2 games don't exist.
Yeah.
Because they do.
Yeah.
But man, I have a special connection with PS1.
PS1, I think, was just a different level than PS2 in terms of like the breadth of game that you were getting.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, the Resident Evil series started up there. You get your Resident Evil Director's Cuts. My favorite Resident Evil was there. My God, Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Legaia, fucking Spyro.
Dude, the games go on and on.
Let's toss this one out. 1080 snowboarding.
Boom. That's a classic. That's a fucking classic.
It's a hot fire classic.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, that's a game.
Fucking dude. Fear Effect.
Fear Effect, yeah.
Remember those games?
Yeah, Fear Effect.
Dude,
that was dope.
Those games were like, that was like a cross between
Galarians.
Galarians, got that shit.
I watched somebody speedrun that the other day, and it blew my fucking mind, by the way. Shit is hard to speedrun.
So many great, Crash Bandicoot. Dude, there's so many great PS1 titles.
Yes.
Amazing.
There's actually so many that sometimes it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
All of the games. Yeah, there's a lot of really good shit. So there you go. 25 years celebrating 25 years.
Bro,
We're old.
we should
We're old.
We should play a PS1 game sometime.
You know what I just picked up the other day? I picked up a converter that takes composite component S-video signal, converts it to HDMI with 0 input latency. So we just put that into a capture card or an HDMI splitter, one to capture card, one to a TV.
Bro,
and we
what we need to do? We need to set up the PS1 in the theater.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Post up a couple of webcams.
And just play old video
literally
games.
Play old video. Like, do what we used to do.
Yeah.
Pass the controller.
Yes.
Sit down.
Yes.
Order fucking chicken fingers and fries and Bob's Burgers.
Degenerate.
And fucking play out some campaign games, bruh.
Yeah, we should probably figure out how to do that properly. I think that would be a dope idea.
It'd be a fucking fire, dude. That'd be fucking fire.
Yeah. We should do it when you have a large wall.
Yes.
You have a catalog.
Very large catalog.
I'm pretty sure I haven't tried it yet, but yeah, I picked that up, and it's there are very few things that it doesn't work with.
Dude, I'm down. I'm not even joking, bro. If you're I'm serious about it. I'd do that shit whenever. When the fuck ever. Bro, we'd start in the morning and go until we couldn't go no more. That's what it would be, bruh.
We're old men. That might be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like, fuck, I'm tired, bruh.
I need a nap.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, 25 years. There you go. That's crazy. And all thanks to Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo, for wanting to go cartridge.
Thank you.
You saved us all. Here's another random fucking thing. This popped up in my Twitter feed this morning as I laid in bed. There's a game that was on Kickstarter. If I heard about it, I've forgotten about it until now. It's called TemTem.
TemTem.
And it is literally a Pokemon MMO. A game that a lot of people have been asking for a long time. There are a couple of fan-made like MMO. Nintendo hasn't taken them down things that exist.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a fully separate. It is literally Pokemon.
TemTem.
I mean, I will show you right now what it looks like.
TemTem.
But it actually looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. They raised $500,000 on Kickstarter.
Okay.
And they've mixed it up where it's 2-on-2 battles.
TemTem.
So that opens up a little bit more in terms of the strategy within a fight when you have two different Pokemon, two different TemTem. And
they're Pokemon, all right? Just call them what they are.
They're fucking Pokemon. Well, Pokemon, Digimon, they're monster collectors.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of them over the years.
They should have just called them Temmon.
This is the next one.
TemTemmon.
TemTem.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Graphics look good.
It looks like Pokemon.
It looks like Pokemon. Actually, honestly, this looks better than Pokemon, if I'm going to be real with you.
It does.
And it certainly runs smoother. This is coming to, I think, pretty much every major console, including the Switch. And
it's an MMO.
And PC. It's an MMO. So you'll be able to have your own trainer, as we're seeing right now, to customize and whatnot.
Cool.
I'll post this article for chat here.
TemTem.
Because we're not going to sit here and watch the whole trailer.
No, fuck that.
But
no, it looks cool.
It looks cool, and I it's starting beta in late January, 21st, I think.
Cool.
So you'll be you're probably going to see a lot of streamers. I suspect there'll be a couple of big streamers that hop into it, Pokemon streamers at least.
Yeah.
That are checking it out, and it will be on PC. Yep. And so, I'll probably check it out when it starts coming together.
You're gonna become a TemTem. You're gonna catch them all.
Catch them all. Gotta catch them all. TemTem.
TemTem.
It's a crazy ass name, but you know what?
TemTem.
All the best to them, because I you know what? It's it's Pokemon in an MMO, and I've kind of wanted that for a while, just because it's always sounded good to me. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it's a bad concept, and it just in my mind it works, and then in reality it's shit. But we're going to find out, because TemTem is going to deliver one way or the other. Yeah, for some reason we're on your account in the chat. I have no idea.
Surgeon. I'm going to make a quick call.
Oh, okay.
I might have a date.
Oh, boy. We might have a date to get Jeff's knees repaired. Or knee. Just one.
Just the left.
We're not getting knee replacements yet.
Not yet.
We haven't gotten that old, but it's coming. It's coming. So while Jeff is gone and talking to his surgeon, I will preemptively do a sellout section. Since we only have one more brief topic before we dump into the next one anyway, this is a good time to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to head on over to patreon.com/lagtv. If you want to see this whole thing continue. That was quick.
No answer. Just
okay.
Voicemail, so.
Never mind. We're not going to sell out yet.
Yeah,
Jeff is back already. Sell out already? Okay.
Let's
all right.
get it all sold
all right.
out.
We're selling out. All right. We're selling out.
We're selling out.
Patreon.com/lagtv. Head on over there. Financially support us. Because really, YouTube is basically draining money from our pockets at this point.
We make $0 off YouTube at this point.
Literally.
Legit.
That's $0 and 0 cents.
Zero. You're our last hope.
You are. Help
You can
us.
just play that music. I will remember you.
That's us. For God's sake, patreon.com/lagtv. I know every YouTuber on Earth is pushing the shit out of it. Every Twitch streamer on Earth.
You have to.
Because you have to. So we're sorry that we're also drilling it down
I'm
your
not
throats.
sorry, actually.
But hey, look, if you like this podcast, if it's what gets you through the day on Thursday, Friday, whatever you're going to work, and you got $1 to $5, boom.
Pay for the Timmies.
Yeah, just give us enough for the Timmies.
Dude, I wish we could get a
Very
Tim
least.
Horton sponsorship.
Yeah, that's a little tough to do.
It's tough.
And our content probably ain't it.
Nah. They're gonna listen to one podcast and they're gonna go, hell no. To the no.
Yeah, we can't have that. So
And let's keep it real. Tim Hortons coffee actually tastes like feet.
yeah, I don't drink it, so that's okay.
you have hot chocolate.
I have hot chocolate.
Yeah,
and the hot chocolate's still pretty fire.
Yeah. You know what? Next week, bring me hot chocolate.
I got you.
I'm gonna hit an energy drink. You bring me the hot chocolate.
Yeah,
Because it's that time of year.
it is. It's a hot chocolate time of year, bro.
That's what I want in my life.
That's
I want
what I
hot
have.
chocolate every Thursday.
Hot chocolate. I'm there. I got you.
Bam.
Next week. Also, NordVPN. Promo code OTT going to get you hooked up with 70% off. NordVPN is a fantastic service. It's basically the best in the business.
It is.
For the vast majority of people.
Yes.
There are fringe cases in which you might need something a little bit more specific, but for the everyday user, you will be hard-pressed to find a better service and certainly at a better deal than NordVPN, who have been nice enough to sponsor this podcast and continue to actually help pay for these Timmies.
And you know what? Our contract is up at the end of this month.
Really?
Yes.
Push it hard!
So get out there.
Get out there.
Sign up if you
That's
were
right.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
You know
Hop
what?
in.
Let me tell you guys a little insider trade, a little insider secret.
Martha Stewart.
I'm going to go full Martha Stewart on your ass.
All right, here we go.
All right? Before you hit into renegotiations,
Oh.
we got to hit them strong, which means if we get a last oorah, say in December, we got a whole bunch of signups.
So rookie numbers, you got to pump those
Then
numbers
I can
up.
go, hey, yo, NordVPN, you want to re-sign maybe for another 6 months, a year?
Yeah,
They're going to go, okay, well, let me take a look at your link. How many
Yes.
people are clicking it? Let
absolutely.
me see how many sign-ups using that promo code OTT. And then when they see an uptick, they go, oh, damn. You know what? You guys are crushing it way more than a lot of these other guys that we have sponsored.
That's right.
There's value here.
That's right.
We're going to re-sign you. Better yet, we're going to throw more money at you. NordVPN,
That's right.
promo code OTT. Link is in the description below. You want to sign up on a 3-year deal? Get your 4 months for free as well. Just gonna
4.
throw them in there.
4.
4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 4. Por favor. And on top of that,
What else, Jeff?
but on top of that shit,
Yeah.
if you don't like it,
Okay.
30-day money-back guarantee.
Wow.
Which means on day 29, if you're like, I'm not feeling it,
I want my $3 back.
then you can do it.
You can do it.
You're not going to, though, because it's fire. It's fire. Have you ever been in Canada and go, you know what? I fucking wish that I could watch the U.S. Netflix so I could watch that movie that's on there, that Christmas film that they have that we don't have?
It's true.
NordVPN. That'll solve
Make
your
it
problems
happen.
right there.
Immediately.
Yup. All of a sudden, you live in Boston.
That's right.
How did it happen? Pff, I don't know. Magic internet.
Boston. It's the Halifax of the United States.
Boom. You know what? You want to be California? You want to be a Californian?
Not really.
No, well, you know, if you want to pretend to be one for like 2 hours while you watch a show,
Sure.
NordVPN can hook you up.
I'm into cosplay.
Hey, are you Chinese? Are you from China?
Not the last time I checked.
Well, if you are, how would you like to be American? For a couple hours.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You can do
couple
that.
Hours.
Because
Couple
guess
hours.
what?
Yeah.
NordVPN
Couple hours.
works in China.
Yeah. Past the Great Wall, the Great Firewall.
Promo code OTT. Go get it.
That's right. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. Movies and TV.
Not yet.
Oh.
Collector tried to sell a 9.4 rated Mario Bros. NES game for $1 million on Pawn Stars.
Nope. Nope. But you know what? At the same time, I'd rather pay that for $1 million than an MMO account
For 1.4?
For 1.4.
Best I can do is $5.
Can you meet me like, I don't know.
I got a video game guy. He says it's worth $25.
Oh shit.
You gotta respect the hustle.
You gotta respect it.
Sometimes you just gotta go in and shoot your shot and say, you know what, this is worth $1 million.
Yes.
Despite the fact that it's already been rated and it's well known how much these things are worth, which is somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000. I want to sell this for $1 million.
Bro, there isn't too many video game collections
Yeah.
worth $1 million.
There's like 3.
Yeah, there ain't many. Let alone one fucking game.
And most of that
They
is
ain't it,
because
though.
1 or 2 cartridges are worth $100,000 to $300,000 a piece.
Yes, that's literally the show.
And the rest of them is just cannon fodder.
I call them shit boxes. That's what I call them. Filler.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh, the guy said it was worth like north of $500K. Maybe to the right person. The last time, actually, we talked about it on the podcast. Somebody sold a high-rated sealed Mario Bros. Game, but I don't think it was for $500K. I think it was for like
I thought it was like
between
$100K.
100 and something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it can get up. You find the right person, you can sell. I could sell this coffee cup to somebody for $500,000. I find the right person.
Yeah.
Sell it to him the right way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it is time.
Movies and TV.
Jeff, we got 3
Oh my goodness.
live.
Oh my goodness.
Reactions
Make sure
to
you
do.
turn that up because you know what I heard all week
It's
on my
quiet.
stream?
Well, I'm watching the faders.
I know, but you know what I heard?
It's quiet.
Couldn't-
We're turning up.
I couldn't hear the trailer, Jeff.
We're turning it
Say,
up.
guys, Adam does the controls.
It's coming.
I'll tell him. That's all I heard.
Buckle the fuck up.
Hey, great podcast. I enjoyed it, but listen, I couldn't listen
Get ready.
to the trailers.
Get fucking ready.
Turn it up.
First up, No Time to Die, Jeff.
Let's do it.
Have you seen this one yet?
Yes, I watched it late last night at like 12:30 at night.
Let me get this. That's oddly specific. Thank you for the information. We're going to go over the trailers. I need to maybe come up with another thing where the video is smaller or the audio. The other thing is as soon as we have any of the audio video in here, copyright immediately. But again, we're not making any money. Patreon.com/LangTV.
Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
It's true.
Who actually gives?
We're not making any money.
You got to press play.
I know. I'm getting there.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
All right there, Tom Cruise.
Dude, Daniel
The world
Craig is a
arming
fucking
faster
god.
than we can respond. Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
The next
You were 00?
2 years.
Austin Martin.
So stay in your lane. You get in my way.
It's a
will
hot
put
car.
a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
Name?
Bond.
James Bond.
So you're not dead.
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
It's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose
Oh shit.
control. James, you gave up everything for her. When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you. is it?
You don't know what this is?
Yes.
James Bond.
Yes.
License to Kill.
Give me the next good actor. Make it happen.
History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
It's true. That's a dope. That's dope.
That's dope. That's a sexy car. Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That looks fire.
Yeah, yeah. There it is.
There it is.
Fuck.
Give me it.
There's something to be said.
Give me it.
Despite the fact that you've seen that exact thing 50,000 times in Bond. There's something about Bond that it never gets fucking old.
I want to
dude.
keep seeing that.
I want to see that over and over and over again. That's fire. Well, you know what?
Looks good. Looks good.
I'm gonna miss Daniel Craig when he's gone.
Me too.
I think Daniel Craig has been a spectacular Bond. And if it wasn't for the fact that I grew up with Pierce Brosnan,
I don't give a fuck who I grew up with. This guy's the best James Bond that there's been.
I still think he's the best. He's just that, like, my nostalgia is Pierce Brosnan. But Daniel Craig is fucking James Bond, dude. Straight up. That is good ass looking stuff. All right, next up.
More trailers.
Oh, we got more trailers.
More trailers.
Black Widow hit. The Black Widow trailer. I haven't seen this one.
I have.
So this is going to be new for me.
I see them all, bro. I actually haven't seen the next one either. You know what? Anyway, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Hope that was loud enough because I was going deaf in my headphones.
It was just right for me.
I used to have nothing. And then I got this job. This family. But nothing lasts forever.
I heard you had to leave in a hurry.
It's never easy these days.
So what are you going to do?
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
I know you're out there.
I know you know I'm out here. So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Is that what we are?
It's good to see you too, sis.
What brings you home?
Russian sister.
We have unfinished business.
The only hot Russian accent I've ever heard in my
We
life.
have to go back to where it all started.
Lucky us.
Stormtrooper armor.
One thing's for sure. It's gonna be a hell of a reunion.
Is that Hawkeye wearing, like, paintball gear?
Still fits. Family. Back together again.
You got fat.
This dude rocks the dad bod and everything he's in, and I love it. I'm gonna go with I'm lukewarm on that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty much like I got more excited for Black Widow because of that trailer. Because I really couldn't give I've never really cared about Black Widow. I think she was underutilized for a while and I just hadn't connected with the character. And if I had to choose a Marvel character in the Avengers that I'd want to see a solo movie on, she would probably be the second last. And the last would be Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So, like,
coincidentally, they kind of come as a pair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that this actually doesn't look bad, it feels more of like a Bourne, like a Jason Bourne.
Yeah, it looks
type.
like a Bourne movie.
Yeah, but that's she's an assassin, and we get to see her backstory. And what's her face here? It plays her sister. She's a great actress, and I actually watched fucking Midsummer, Somar or whatever you pronounce it, bro. And her sister starred in that in this movie, in that movie. She's fucking great, and that movie's fucked, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen it. I've heard about it though. It's it's crazy,
bruh.
It's crazy,
bruh. But you know what? I'm in the theater to see this now. I'm in the theater to see this. Before it was like, You know, we have had Endgame. And after Endgame, I'm going to keep it real. I kind of like mentally checked out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Do you know why?
It's to the point now where I've been superhero fatigued. But I was on that journey. I needed to see it to the end, and it was a great payoff.
Yeah.
But now it's like I don't want to go on that ride again for a long time.
It felt like the book closed with Endgame.
Exactly.
Right? Like it felt like it closed.
It's like I got that closure.
Yeah.
And
now we're dipping back into characters that we just saw that was part of that closure.
Yeah, and I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna give me stuff, give me some new shit. You know what I mean? I'm not. That's kind of where I'm at. Doesn't mean that they can't get me excited again, but
Yeah.
But that Black Widow movie looks good.
I don't know if I'm going to see it in theaters, to be honest with you. I think it looks mediocre. I think it's more Scarlett Johansson being mediocre. I think the sister is probably going to outact her, and it's going to be awkward. Hawkeye is uninteresting. It's not Jeremy Renner's fault. It's just Hawkeye. It's the problem with Black Widow is that John Wick happened. You're an assassin doing an assassin movie, and John Wick exists. Good fucking luck. My opinion. The Bourne was good, and then John Wick came out, and then you go back and you watch Bourne, you go, oh my god, this is
basic,
not as good as I remember it being. So many jump cuts, shaky cam, crazy. Whatever, going to John Wick, wide angle, watching people do some crazy shit, and have a more interesting backstory is making all other assassin movies, short of James Bond, who gets to ride on the fact that it's James Bond. They all look bad, and that just looks mediocre to me.
Mulan's
the next trailer.
I haven't seen this.
All right.
So I haven't seen.
We're going to check this out.
Can't say I'm a huge Mulan fan.
John Wick choreographer is doing this movie. Well, thank fuck. There's hope for it then. That's good news. Doesn't mean it's going to be John Wick, though. All right.
Do you know why the Phoenix?
Okay, first of all, can I just say that the movie industry is conditioning us with this exact fucking sound at the beginning of every trailer?
Bang!
Do you know why the Phoenix sits on the right hand of the Emperor? She is his guardian, his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family. Do you think you can do that?
I just watched the cartoon with them not long ago, last week.
We are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan.
Fights alongside a witch.
No survivors. By edict of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute one man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
We must be strong. This time he will not return.
Loyal, brave, and true. It is my duty to protect my family.
Ancestors, please protect her.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
That arrow didn't even leave.
Close the gate!
The spirit is evident. But
Is that
something
Donnie
holds
Yen?
you back.
Yeah.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy. I'm Hua Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
I will bring the great honor.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm there for this movie.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks like dog shit.
I think it looks. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. We're polar opposite.
I think it looks like a steaming pile of dog
we
shit.
are polar opposite.
And
on this one.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
All right. Okay. So yeah, we're totally different then. So I think that movie looks. I mean, in fairness, in full disclosure, Mulan is arguably my favorite, if not top 3 favorite Disney movies to begin with. I was, when I first heard about this getting the live action remake, I was like, okay, if any of them were getting live action remakes, it's one of the ones that makes the most sense just because of the actual content of the movie. I was then sad when I heard that they were like, Dragon's not going to, Mushu's not going to be there. They were like peeling back some of it and being a little bit more serious with it, and changing the tone a bit. And then the first trailer came out and I was still shaky about it. This one though, I'm in for it. I think it's going to be fire. I think it's going to be really good. And I think that they're doing, I think most importantly, the thing about Mulan that I think is particularly important right now, not to get mushy and weird about the shit, but the women in film right now is a fucking shit show. And the industry and how they're trying to get, women to the forefront and make them like equal and all this other shit, all the ways they're ham-fisting this shit. Like the Captain Marvel was peak. Captain Marvel was peak. What the fuck are they doing with women in film and women in general, and like the message that they're sending out with this bullshit? The Mulan as a movie is literally the story of somebody who is not supposed to be doing something just because they're a woman, going and doing it, being equal, and then surpassing or at least being equally or better, and coming into their own and doing something that isn't traditionally supposed to be her space, and then she does it anyway. That's like the entire fucking crux of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get it in this more serious tone because it is war and it is about this whole gender role and expectations. And it's done fucking properly. It's not ham-fisted bullshit, which is refreshing. It's not let's do the Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. It's not let's redo X movie that's already been done and then cast all women so that we can get women up there and prove that we are, that there's equality and feminism and yay. It's not that. It's not let's be Captain Marvel crashing through a blockbuster ceiling and then blowing the head off of a fucking man standing in the fucking cardboard cutout in the window, and then the movies that are appearing behind her. It was like literally you could not get any more on the nose. It's none of that shit. It's like it's done much more properly and in a way that is and as Disney, Disney is for, it's for kids, and in a way that's going to be more palatable for the younger generation, which at this point they need all the help they can get because fuck me, what they're getting otherwise is absolute, in my opinion, dog shit show. So even though it might not be, it's not some sort of fucking Oscar nominated whatever the fuck. I think it's I actually just think it looks good in general, but I think it's more important that the story of Mulan in general is very, very topical for right now. Not just in the world in general, but in movies, ironically or coincidentally, however you want to look at it. Because I think we can both agree what's been going on recently is not the way to do it. It ain't it. It ain't it.
Looks pretty bad.
So
bro.
why is it bad?
Looks bad.
So why is it bad, though? Is it just a feeling that you get?
No, it's not a feeling.
Okay.
It just doesn't look good.
Okay.
My biggest problem with the movie, from what I'm seeing, is the reason why it's turning me off completely is because the movie looks confused.
Okay.
It looks hella confused.
Okay.
They have got, you know what it looked like? It looked like a Disney budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It looked like they went to all of the cool Chinese film movies with the big jumping and the kicking in the air, like you can fucking
It's
jump
the Crouching
extra,
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
you can jump
shit.
extra high.
Yeah.
The dudes running up the walls.
There are shades of Chinese kung fu film
the
in
generic fucking bad guys with the scars on their face, and
it's a Disney movie.
Exactly. That's why it looks like dog shit. Because Disney, you're gonna have Disney create a Chinese epic, because that's what they're going for, with lots of sword fights.
Well, it is,
and you're
Mulan.
going to see zero blood. You're going to see zero stabbing. You're gonna see Pirates of the Caribbean type action.
I'm okay with that. Pirates of the Caribbean's fire.
The tonal is completely different. Pirates of the Caribbean is supposed to be, you've got a drunk, goofy guy running around.
I get it.
In a pirate scene that doesn't take itself serious.
It's still a Disney movie. It's for a very specific demographic.
But this is why it looks bad.
Yeah.
Is because if you're a Disney movie, be a Disney movie. This thing looks like it's trying to be a serious, a Chinese cultural film, which it should, but it has no Disney magic. Where was this? And then they're going to get into singing song and dance. So you're going to go into songs when you've got this serious tone, and it's just going to dumb down everything. It needed to be a lot more lighthearted. It needed to have an Aladdin feel, but Mulan. It doesn't mean that you can't have the tone of it or anything like that. The dude goes, "I will make a man out of you." You know where that comes from? The song.
Yeah, it's a song, of course, yeah.
And if we don't get the song, and we're now
it's not a musical. It's not a Disney musical anymore.
And if it's not, then it's an even bigger fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a serious Mulan movie. Me personally, and I think when people go to watch this thing, and I bet you if we go and look, I haven't looked at it, but I bet you if we go and look at people's thoughts in the comment section of this, it is probably hit or miss. There's probably less.
I think every live
56,000 likes to 17,000 dislikes.
Every Disney movie remake that's live action.
Go over to Aladdin. Go over to
basically been this.
Go over to Aladdin. Go over
the
to
first. Dude, do you not remember?
Do you
the
not
first
remember
trailer?
do you know how bad the CG looked, bro? You go look at the last trailer of Aladdin.
Yeah.
That shit looked like fire. It looked like Aladdin. I went and saw the movie. The shit was fire. It was Aladdin. It made over $1 billion in the box office. That shit felt like Disney. That felt like classic Disney.
You don't think this is going to make $1 billion?
No. I don't. I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. In fact, I think this movie looks confused. I think Disney is venturing in a very weird.
I think this is going to make almost $1 billion just in China.
No.
I think it's going to do 700 mil just in China.
No. I don't. I think it's going to do well in China, but $1 billion, I don't know. I don't know about that. The way that it's looking, it doesn't look, for me, it doesn't feel like the Disney classic Mulan. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Personally. I just think it looks confusing. And if there's no music in it, it's extra confusing.
This is a super appropriate comment, though. I'm not saying this is you, but it has shades of what you've said. It's like everyone, man, Disney needs to stop making live action reboots. Disney changes the story up and takes out the songs. Everyone, what are you doing?
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Well, I mean, like because there's it's not going to be for everyone, but there's still going to be a huge amount of value in these movies. I mean, the Aladdin remake is not for me. I don't want Aladdin without Robin Williams. I just don't. I don't actually care how good the movie is. I really and truly don't. I don't give a fuck about Will Smith rapping, looking like he's from part of the Blue Man Group. I just don't give a fuck. Lion King? Dog shit. Shouldn't have even gone back to try it. We already discussed it.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I'm not there for that either.
That wasn't great.
But it's for some people. And it still made a shitload of money.
But you know what, though? Lion King, Aladdin, Jungle Book. I didn't see Dumbo, and that movie tanked completely. A lot of these movies, almost all of them that I've seen, they all felt like Disney. It felt like a Disney classic. This looks like they weren't confident enough, or they didn't know how to make it the classic into a film. So what they did, it just, in order for this to work for me, and never know, more trailers will come, and it might win me over like Aladdin did.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, is it looks like they're going for a realistic tale with the same background story of the original, without any of the I guess the music or any of the magical feel that Disney brings, but instead they're just going for the next Chinese
I think they're making
action epic, when there's the action is going to be so formulaic and so bland because it's Disney. This is not going to be rated R. You're not going to see epic.
I don't need rated R Mulan.
I don't either. But if you're going to give me this, give me at least a 14 plus Mulan. Give me, like, if you're going to have fighting and swords, and you're going to have a woman that is going to dress like a man and hold her own, and, you know, show me that she's a badass without showing me she's a badass in a Disney way. If you're going to make it this kind of hyper realistic, because it literally felt like a budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon without the cool. I
think they're focusing less on all of what you just said,
dude. The color palette, and everything.
They pulled everything out of it, and they're doing this movie specifically for the message that Mulan has, and that's what it's all about.
The message has been told a million times over,
but it hasn't been told in the way that's going to make over $1 billion in China.
I don't think it's going to make $1 billion in China. I just don't. I just don't think this movie. I don't think this movie is going to look great. I don't think this movie looks great. I think it looks confusing, and I'm usually a Disney fanboy.
Yeah,
I love me going to some Disney movies.
Yeah,
I'm just keeping it real. That movie looks like a pile of dog shit. Nobody asked for a Mulan movie. Nobody's asking for this. Zero. And then when you give it to us, no music. You want to give us a budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Nah. I'm a pass.
Did anybody ask for any of the live action remakes?
Well, yeah, they asked for Lion King, and that didn't work. It did work out because it made fucking like $1.7 billion or some shit. So, you know, there's that. This don't look great. This just don't look great. It's not for me, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
I think my predictions right now on December 5th, 2019.
It's not making $1 billion in China.
It's making $700 million in China.
I'm gonna have to see some more trailers before I can say that. I think maybe, you know, maybe half a billion, maybe. I don't know, because this just don't look good. And you know what? Just because it's set in China, dude, the Chinese people, they're not stupid. If something looks phony and something looks like a fucking like it's pandering too much to them and it just does not feel genuine, then they're not like, oh, it's about China, I'm gonna just run out and see it. Is you better do it right. You better fucking do it right.
Well, I'm not seeing anything in there that's particularly wrong right now for them.
I just don't think it looks great. I don't think it's not exciting me, but there'll be some people that'll enjoy this. And you never know, I might too.
The Great Wall made $500 million in China alone. If the Great Wall, which is arguably objectively one of the shittiest movies made in a hot minute, I have to believe that a even half-decent Mulan movie is going to make that much or more in China. I have to believe. I can't even fathom how the Great Wall hits $500 million in China.
Well, because it's
not Mulan.
No, because it's the Great Wall.
It's Mulan. It's crazy. So we'll see. We're going to find out. Last one on my list here. Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge, Jeff. Start training Kai now. It's a kids' game show based around testing contestants in the ways of the Jedi. Hosted by Ahmed Best, who's the man who voiced Jar Jar Binks. He's not playing Jar Jar, thank fuck. But he is the man himself. He's playing him Jedi Master. So no bad accents. Coming to Disney Plus. So it's like, it sounds like there's like some trivia stuff. There's some active stuff. I don't know. This is like Star Wars trivia, and then it turns into American Ninja Warrior for kids. I have fucking no idea.
It's going to be another pass for me, dog.
I'll watch if I get to watch kids dummy themselves on an obstacle course.
I won't.
That shit's funny.
I value my time.
That shit's funny.
It's a big nope for me, dog. I don't give a fuck.
I'll watch. I don't give a shit about your kid. I'll watch your like kids eat shit all day kind of thing. You put a kid on a bike and they dummy themselves into a wall. I'll watch it. I'm there for it. It's probably gonna be dog shit though. I'm hoping it's so bad that it's good. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking of. It's a Hidden Temple from Nickelodeon. It sounds exactly like Hidden Temple. I don't have any. There's no any. Look it up. It's called the Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. I have no footage
Jedi
for you
Temple Challenge.
or anything like that.
Hopefully, fucking Anakin comes in there and just lightsabers these kids.
Can you imagine
Show
the
ended.
losers, and then Anakin comes out
Anakin
and
just
just
comes
blades
in.
all the losers.
That's it.
There you go. That's how you hook the adults.
Yeah, now I'm in.
Now,
Now I'm in.
Oh my! That's all I've got. Did anything else come up for you in movies and TV this week?
Nope.
No.
Just saw the Midsummer and fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've heard it's crazy.
It's fucking wild. Same writer and director of Hereditary. Did you end up seeing that?
I did see Hereditary. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of that?
It's pretty good.
If you like that,
yeah,
you're gonna really like this.
Awesome.
Because this is a way better. Well, I shouldn't say it's a way better film, but it's
different.
It's different.
Yeah.
And if you go in and you watch it, don't watch no trailers. Don't look anything up, bro. I went into this movie.
Like
I had
zero.
I actually didn't even know what it was about. I had no I just heard it was amazing.
Just went in
and
and
I
saw
said,
it.
"Fuck it." It was like I started at 10:30 at night. The movie's like over 2 hours long.
Holy shit.
And I was already tired. Like when I started, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Bro, I got through the first 10, 15 minutes and I said, okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
And then I got an hour in. I got halfway through the movie. I had to go on Twitter and go, I'm halfway in, boys. This is fucked. And I was glued, bro. And then by the final act,
yeah,
I was like,
you were just mind fucked.
I didn't even know what I was watching. I didn't even know what I was watching. It was crazy.
Well, there you have it then. You know what's next, Jeff?
Tech support.
Ladies and gentlemen, patreon.com/lagtv. $10 or more a month, you get in
you
on
already
this action.
plugged this.
No, I didn't plug this specific
Oh, yeah, $10.
$10.
Yes, get in on it.
Get in on it. And then I post up a thing every week where you can ask questions. And really good chance we're going to answer them right here on the show.
Let's do it.
Oh, here you go. This comes in from your favorite person, Jeff.
Oh,
First one right
the
off the top.
pulsating ripe titties.
Pulsating, ripe, developing titties asks,
Hell yeah.
I used to have braces when I was younger, but because I never wore my retainer, my teeth are slowly getting murked again. Would you recommend Invisalign? Pros, cons?
Yes, I have Invisalign now.
Yeah.
The pros are you don't have braces.
That's a big pro.
The cons are you have to wear your retainer almost all the time.
Yeah.
And I've had my Invisalign going now. This is my second year.
Yeah.
And I was only supposed to have them on for just over a year.
Yeah.
And it's because I only wear my retainer at night. So
that will lengthen the process substantially.
It literally
doubles the time.
It literally is doubling the time or more.
Imagine that. You're wearing it half the time. It takes twice as long to do it.
Yes. And the worst part about it is it hurts more because your teeth are shifting.
Yes, of course.
And if you have them in all the time, they'll stay in place.
It's more, and it's more gradual.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it sucks because I am constantly talking in my job.
Yes.
Role playing, singing. I can't do that stuff with retainers in my mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk.
Yeah.
But
it takes a while to get rid of your lisp when you first get them. Yeah.
It's not ideal. But yeah. I would go with Invisalign, and I did the same thing because I had braces, and then I didn't wear. I actually never even got a retainer, and then my teeth started going crooked again. Not nowhere near as bad as what they were. Not even fucking close.
No,
but it was enough when you're used to having straight teeth again. You're like,
wanted
fuck
to have
me.
your teeth back.
So I just went and got Invisalign. So if you don't have a problem wearing the retainer, go for it. But
new character with a lisp.
But the other thing is like at the end of it. You still got to wear your retainer again. And if you didn't do it after your braces and you're not willing to do it again, you're going to fall into the same fucking thing.
Oh, I think that's kind of, no matter what version of braces you get, the moment you decide to get braces, you have to realize that
it's a lifelong thing.
You are going to wear retainers now.
Yeah.
Or your teeth are going to drift again.
Yes.
Those are your options.
Yes.
So, you have to know that if you're going to commit to it, that at night you're popping that retainer in.
Yep.
Certain forms of braces, they'll have a wire in the back of the teeth.
You can get a bracket, and the back, and
in
then
the back,
like a permanent retainer.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's probably more for you because then you'll actually
then I won't have to worry about it. Yeah.
I don't have anything yet. My parents had me in the dentist chair when I was like 11.
Said,
hey, you want to get braces? Which was stupid. They should have just said, hey, you're getting braces. Because of course at 11 I said,
I'm going to look at my son. If my son's teeth are fucked, I'm going to go, hey.
You're getting braces?
You're getting fucking braces, boy.
Yep.
I don't give a shit.
That's what I wish Dad said to me.
Fortunately, in 2020, it's like okay to wear. It's like nobody gives a fuck. But when they were our age,
a lot bigger problem.
Yeah. It was like,
I'm probably I'm even considering getting some eventually here. I just haven't decided what type. They even have there's a competitor to Invisalign. What is it called? Smile.
Yeah.
Club or whatever. Invisalign tried to sue them, failed because their patents ran out because these guys are like 40% less than Invisalign. And then they failed that. So what they did was they bought like 14 to 20% of the company because they're like, well, we can't stop you, so we're just going to buy you up because you're kind of fucking on us right now.
Great.
So there's a place here, I think in Bedford somewhere, that does that.
Nice.
So I might go get assessed there to see what it would be like for that. And then if not, then I'll just say fuck it and just go get actual braces and make the magic happen. Just deal with it.
It's worth.
Go from there. Phil asks, aside from unenthusiastic hand jobs from Blizzard, what games are coming next year that you guys are excited for?
Just Final Fantasy.
Yep.
I'm
there for that too.
Resident Evil now. Nemesis.
Resident Evil 3, yeah.
And Warcraft 3
whenever that
remake,
happens.
Whenever the fuck that happens, which was supposed to happen this year, but just didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me. Oh, The Last of Us 2. Play that.
I'm looking for. It won't be out next year, but I'm looking for the announcement for Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Firmament from Cyan Studios, I think, isn't going to likely make 2020. I think they just announced that they had to push it a little bit, but I can't remember. And then Final Fantasy 7. I'm not like excited for it.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't miss it.
Yeah.
So I'll be there for it.
Yep.
And then otherwise, if I'm going to be honest with you,
that's it.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
There's not a lot on the horizon that I'm sitting here like chomping at the bit to get my hands on. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Mark Furry asks, I was just on a flight next to a couple with an infant. 2 diaper changes between Vancouver and Toronto. Brought up 2 questions. What's Jeff's current diaper count? And where's the first place you'd fly your children?
Diaper count, I would say, I haven't been keeping count, but I would say I'm probably at I've done a few in the last little bit. I would say between 8 and 10.
Almost double digits.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'd say between 8 and 10.
Getting to that double.
Yeah.
Let's go. Where's the first place you're going to fly him?
Probably Disney, so Florida.
Which means he will be about 8 years old before that happens.
Yeah, I would say bare, like at the
6?
minimum would be 6.
Yeah.
But I would rather do around 8.
You remember a lot more between 8 and 10 than they would at 6, 5.
Yeah.
And if you're going to spend that much money, they better remember it.
That's the big thing.
Right?
That's the big thing.
Right? Let's see. This is a fucking wild question, so I have to ask it. Will Hawkins asks, it's December, and the Grim Reaper is knocking on your door, but it's not coming for you, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
It's coming for your furnace. But the Reaper offers you a deal. Says you can choose 2 other appliances in your home so that the furnace will last 1 more winter. Which 2 appliances do you sacrifice? The list here that he's got for examples: the refrigerator, dishwasher, the oven, built-in microwave, water heater, washer, or dryer. Which 2 are you giving up so that you can keep your house warm?
None. Take the heat.
Take the heat?
I'm not getting rid of 2.
No?
No.
All right, well, I'm going to cheat. We have a wood stove, so it wouldn't bother me to get rid of some stuff. But either way.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna say I could live without, realistically, a dishwasher. Obviously, just wash your own fucking dishes.
I suppose,
for God's sake.
All right, dishwasher and microwave, take them.
And the microwave would be the other one.
All right, take those 2.
That's
for
it.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah, that's the easy 2.
If I had to pick.
Let's see. 8910 asks, would you recommend Twitch or Mixer for new streamers? P.S. Is the grind available in audiobook form yet?
No, not yet.
That's coming 2021.
Probably. Mixer or Twitch?
If I'm going to be real, your odds are low on both, but your visibility is just by raw numbers higher on Mixer. So you're banking on Mixer being relevant long enough for you to matter and to have the numbers for you to grow even with your visibility being higher.
Yeah.
Versus Twitch's visibility problem, but
I would say it all depends on what you plan to stream.
Yeah.
That's so, it's situational. If you want to be like a Let's Player and you just want to play whatever, whenever, go to Mixer.
Mm-hmm.
If you are serious and you're good at, say, Fortnite,
if you're doing some
esports shit, and you're good, go to Twitch.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think the vast majority of people are in the first category, though.
Yes. So I would say,
Yeah.
if you're really not trying to make a career out of it, and you're just trying to fuck around.
Well, then it really doesn't matter.
Then it
where
really
you go.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would say, honestly, then just go to Twitch because you're going to have an easier time having your friends pop over or just, it's just kind of cooler to be over Twitch. You're like in the in crowd.
I guess.
Yeah, but it is like when you think about it, you got Twitch cons, you've got all the big events happen on Twitch. Your favorite streamers are on there. For the most part,
unless it was Shroud,
or
Ninja, or Gothalion.
Yeah, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying, right?
I know.
But if you're a Let's Player and you want to try and build a community, go to Mixer. Go to Mixer, and before you go to Mixer, talk to them. Reach out say, hey, I'm thinking about coming over to your platform. Is there any incentives to come over here and start a career? And if you do something like that, you never know. They might go, you know what? We might be able to get you on the front page. We might be able to, I know they have like a streamer highlight up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
They might be able to cycle you in there.
Yeah.
Might be able to put you on the front page. Give you that little boost. If you're a new streamer and you go and email Twitch, that's not going to happen for you.
Jeff, I have a confession. I have emailed Twitch Partner Help as a partner of 7 years. At least twice in the last 5 months. I have not received even an automated reply as a fucking partner to the partner-specific email. 7 months.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, I would say, is Jeff telling Adam to go to Mixer? No, I'm not. Adam is already established.
No, it'd be
on
silly
Twitch.
for me to move, yeah.
It just wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. Adam would do better, I think, on Twitch or on Mixer in the long run.
In the long run, I would, but I can't afford the monetary hit.
Yeah, but you take a
The hit is
small
fucking
hit.
huge.
You take a small hit up front, right? Which And the other thing is with Adam is he's got a small, tight niche community, which means I would say 80% of those people would actually go to Mixer to watch him. Unlike a different streamer that might only have 30, 40% people that'll give him he or she the time of day.
It's very situational.
It's super situational.
There's a lot of variables that
it's super situational,
especially if you're already established on Twitch. The variables increase. As to whether or not it makes sense.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. Like if Mixer went to Adam and said, "Hey, Adam, you've been in the streaming business for a while. Why don't you come on over? We'll give you the full, $5 for, the first X amount of months. People that you bring over, we'll give a free subscription. There are probably ways that they could win Adam over. I mean, if the money made sense.
I've moved in the past.
Oh yeah, but if the money, just think about it though. If the check was even or like the upfront, not that they would pay you to move, but if they gave you enough incentive, we're going to put you on the front page. We're going to say, okay, you know what? For the first 3 months, we're going to give you the full $5 to recoup what you're losing over on Twitch.
Yeah.
Not only that, the people that you bring over, we're going to give them a free subscription or half price or some sort of discount to entice them to come over and give us a chance. Then I could see, then it would make super sense for Adam to say, you know what? Fuck it. Because my diehard community is going to follow me and support me over here. It doesn't really matter. And if there's enough gain up front and then I'm getting these promises or these guarantees to help me grow up front.
Man, it would have to be some pretty ballin' incentive.
Yeah. But I'm saying a guy like me, you'd have to pay me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you'd have to say like, I'm going to give you like a lot of money to move over because for me, it's much different.
Yeah.
Because the majority of my fans, I do have those diehards like you do, and there are probably 200 of them.
Yeah.
But then 80% of my viewership are people that come when it's convenient and that knows me for being there. A lot of them are relatively new to me over the last 7 months or so. They haven't been with me for 7 years like some of the other ones. If I moved, I would have that 200 people that would watch me opposed to the 1,000 to 3,000 that I normally get.
Yeah.
For you, your conversion rate would be a lot higher than me.
Oh, my conversion rate would be higher, yeah.
And the me, like they would have to offer me huge money. And I probably still would say no because I'm so set in my ways. And I'm towards the end of my career.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do another run. So it's either you're going to have to pay me out.
That might be another one of those things. That might be another one of those things too, where when people get to the end of a career and they just are at the hobbyist level, it's just going to be the incentive is going to be more about just what platform serves your hobbyist needs more than the other.
Yeah.
But for somebody who's just starting, they have no ties to anything. They have literally nothing. They, it's. I think Mixer makes the most sense again unless you're a god. Are you a god in the esport?
No.
Then Mixer is probably the same place to go right now, just based on visibility. You're banking on Mixer having having longevity, which
it will
undoubtedly will.
Yeah.
And then you're banking on the fact that getting in early is going to give you a community that whether you're in it for the monetization or not, is going to be worth it for you.
Yeah.
In the long run versus trying to fight your way through the endless fields on Twitch.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, because for me right now, it'll get to the point. That's why I'm doing my website and my reviews and everything as I'm doing now. I'm trying to shift as much monetization away from reliance on Twitch as I can, because my numbers over time are just doing this because of the nature of my stream and what the nature of Twitch is as a whole is going in the complete opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can't rely on growth anymore. There's like really nothing that I play that people will, like if I look at my stream stats at the end of every stream and you get to see the breakdown of where people came from. People from the browse page or from, let's say, raids or hosts or whatever, you're looking at 2 to 10% of the total.
Yeah.
And that's regardless if I'm at 60 viewers or 120 viewers or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. It's almost always the same breakdown.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, on Mixer, your breakdown would be the visibility, and from the
would
browse
be different. It'd
would
be different.
Way different.
Way
It'd
different.
Probably be the opposite.
Yeah, but that's what the point I'm getting at. So like for and that's going to be the case for a lot of people, because as Twitch gets bigger and bigger, and the general direction of Twitch is going esports, even for the individual streamer, even if you're not part of an actual esports team, it's, are you good at a video game to the point where people will question whether or not you should just be on a team playing, like a Shroud, for example, or a Ninja. That's where it's going. That's what people like to get. They get in, they pop in, they can hop around streams. Things are fast. It's not slow paced. It's not whatever. It's the age of the people watching. It's just kind of where it goes.
Yep.
And so for me, who does Let's Plays, I'm not some sort of fucking god. In competitive games or anything. It's my age group skews much older.
But I also think that Mixer age group skews older.
Well, I think it would too.
It's like a Mixer on paper for you is a better match at this point in your career.
It is. It's just an almost impossible financial hit to take.
Yes, to switch.
Yeah.
But if somebody was in your position and they are a Let's Player,
then Mixer is the place
Mixer
to go.
without a doubt,
it's unquestionably,
is the route to go.
Yeah.
And not only that, there you'd have promise, like you'd have an opportunity to grow. Not saying it would happen, but you have a fighting chance. On Twitch, it is the slow decline, and it is the support of the viewers that's going to keep you in business or not, which is what it is always anyway. But when you are on a decline or when you are stagnant and you've plateaued, you are at the whim of the support of what you have, of your core.
Yes.
And if they no longer are supporting, you're out of business. You're out of a job. That's it.
That's all
because
you
don't have that new spillage coming in.
No.
You don't have those numbers. You can't live off the ad revenue.
No.
You can't get the sponsors that are going to pay you, $500 to $5,000 a month. You're not going to get, the big bounties that you see that you can.
I can't even get on the damn bounty board.
You need in order. So it's.
I can't get into the stream points program. I can't get the fucking bounty board.
I don't even know what the fucking the stream point thing is.
I can't get shit. I can't even get partner support to fucking respond to me.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's bad.
Nada.
Yeah, that's bad.
So, yeah, it is.
Yo,
it is
Twitch,
what it is.
go and hook our mans up here with at least an email, man.
Just fucking send me an email.
Yeah,
for
hit him
God's
up with a bounty, the bounty shit.
Because real talk, I know there's a lot of partners, but months? Really?
Yeah.
That's just unprofessional, bro.
Like, come on.
Come on.
Hook a brother up, dude. This guy's a pioneer.
At least give me a boilerplate fucking automated response. Just give me anything. Like, we appreciate you contacting us today. Anything. Just give me something. Let's see. Oh, boy. This is my new favorite time, Jeff.
Oh, boy. What is it?
Aaron Carter.
Oh.
Aaron Carter's got a question, Jeff.
All right, Aaron. What is it, Aaron Carter?
My father-in-law recently visited, and he was super gross. He doesn't wash his hands, doesn't put away dishes, leaves food and trash everywhere, and worst of all, he was super sick. Do you have any family members, yours or your spouses or partners, where you get that you get super annoyed with because of their personalities or habits.
Family?
Yeah.
I can't say I do because I don't see my family outside of my intermediate family. I don't really see them very often. It's like once or twice a year. And they're all kind of regular ass
Got no
people.
crazy eccentric.
Yeah. I got no drunken uncle or nothing like that. Nobody that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
I can't really say. I honestly,
I have a couple of eccentric family members, but they don't have any like annoying habits or anything like that.
Yeah. No, I really can't. I can't think of any.
Sorry, Aaron, we got nothing for you this week.
Yeah.
Try again next week.
There you go.
But thank you for the question. Hope the next album's coming out soon.
I don't. Oh, did you hear Aaron Carter's got a GoFundMe page? He's looking to raise $100,000.
Well, that tells you where he's at.
To get him out of California because his family is stealing from him, and I don't know. There's like an entire page, and I think he's raised like last time I checked.
He already owns a house here
like
in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently he lives in California. He's 100 G's. He needs the fans' help.
Royalty checks aren't coming in, Jeff.
Tough times.
Tough times for Aaron Carter.
Tough times, bruh. Tough times.
Vlad asks, if you can only watch one genre of movies or TV and play one genre of video games for the rest of your life, which would they be?
Fantasy.
For both? So one genre of movie, TV, and then one genre of games.
Oh, okay. Fantasy for film.
Mm-hmm.
So like sci-fi fantasy, does that count?
I mean, it's a blend of genres.
All right. Sci-fi.
Okay.
For movies and TV.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I get to pick one of each? Or was that? Or is
the movie TV was together. Was together.
Okay, so I'm gonna go sci-fi.
Okay.
Video games. Action adventure. Because I need storytelling.
Yep.
And I need games that have some length to it, but also can be hard and competitive.
Yep.
And I think action adventure is probably that genre that I wouldn't get bored. There's something I'd be able to pick up and enjoy.
I'd go with, man, the movies is hard because movies TV are hard because I'm stuck between fantasy and comedy.
Yeah.
And I don't know which of those two that I would take.
Yeah, I just don't feel like laughing all the time.
Well,
and you know what? You can get fantasy that has comedy in it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
And that's what I was thinking, So I'll probably go with fantasy.
Yeah.
And so
it's just more options. Like, it sucks to get rid of one.
Yeah.
It sucks to get rid of a lot, dude. I love me some horror. I love me some comedy. I love me just like pure action. But I love me some sci-fi.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna go fantasy, and then I'm gonna go. I'm probably the same. I'm action adventure.
Yeah.
There's a reason why so many of them in the top game of the year list is there. It's because action adventure has been able to absorb so many mechanics from so many genres.
Yeah.
And incorporate them that it's getting to the point
you
where
get a little bit of everything.
Where that's just you get a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd go with those. Let's see. Wiggle Winnie asks, with the holidays coming, I have a white elephant gift exchange coming up. I don't even know what that means.
Is that Secret Santa?
I guess that's something similar. Maybe the chat can fill us in here. What are some funny gifts you've given or received? Need some suggestions. I know which one you're thinking of right off the top of it.
All right. I'm just going to say it.
All right, Jeff. What was the craziest gift you gave for Secret Santa?
I went down to the sex shop.
Yeah?
The specialty sex store.
Uh-huh.
And I got me one of the mold-your-own dildos.
Yeah.
And I stuck my hardened penis inside this gooey mold.
That had to feel weird.
It's cold.
Yeah.
And I let it form and harden.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gifted a dildo of my own penis to a chick, and I said, "It's the gift that keeps on giving."
Oh my god!
Ho ho ho!
Yeah, I can't top that.
No,
it's kind of hard.
I mean, that's a win.
It's kind of hard to top that
I
one.
mean, just
yeah.
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
I don't know, the weirdest gift that I ever gave or like the kind of the odd gift that I gave someone was I gave my cousin Ben a really like kind of stupidly high-end portable beer pong table. So it was like this metal metal ceramic crazy weight a metric fucking ton, but it was and it was painted like a hockey rink. It was pretty dope.
I've never played beer pong in my life.
Beer pong, yeah.
Never played it.
I mean, it's.
I've never been about drinking games.
No.
I'm just like the dude's like, motherfucker, I'm gonna drink. I don't need to do it in game form.
It's I mean, beer pong's it's the one game that I like. It's I mean, it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
You get really shitty American beer that's watered down swill piss. So it's like, negative 5% alcohol.
It's bad.
And you put it in cups, and then you're just Kobe.
Yeah, and you got to try and get them in, and then if you get it, you got to make the other person drink.
2 for a bounce and all that shit. Can't reach to swat and all that nonsense. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, that's the way. It's the way to go. Yeah, give him a mold of your dick. That's really the solution, I think.
Bro.
That's the way to go.
But don't do it. Don't do it in 2020.
Yeah, probably not.
Don't do that.
That's probably a bad idea.
All right, just don't do that because it's gonna get you fired.
More than likely.
Unless you work at Riot, don't do that. And now, if you work at Riot, you probably shouldn't do that now. Doubly so.
Let's see. Neil Pring says shoveling snow adds an extra foot.
You want to know what's funny about the dildo? It's on the package. It said it suggests that you shave your pubic hair because if you don't,
then it's going to be.
Well, not only will you, because there is like a base to it.
Yeah.
So it'll like mold the base.
Yeah.
So you'll see it, but if it hardens on your pubes, you got to pull that shit off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Ouch.
Yeah. So you have to manscape before you pretty much got to go bald before you actually give the.
Did you do that?
Of course.
Okay.
I mean, I used to shave all the time then anyway. No, now I'm not as.
I just electric trim.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Don't get a razor anywhere.
I know.
Near my balls.
I do electric trim now.
Yeah.
I have been for years.
Yeah.
But back then,
you were going the distance.
I was like literally straight up bald.
That's well done.
Yeah.
Shoveling adds an extra foot. Being a generation older than kids makes school uphill both ways. What other things do you exaggerate? I exaggerate everything. I'm the master of hyperbole. My mom hates it. Everything is over exaggerated.
What do I over exaggerate?
I over exaggerate damn near everything.
I never really noticed that about you.
You're probably just used to it.
Maybe.
You probably don't even hear it anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
You probably don't even hear it anymore.
Maybe. Fuck. I'm not sure what I over exaggerate. I have to ask my wife that because it's kind of hard for me to critique myself because you normally don't notice what you do.
Yeah, AO said even that statement was hyperbole. I am the master of hyperbole. I exaggerate everything.
There you go.
There it is. That in and of itself that encapsulates everything about what I just said for sure. I do but in terms of that kind of thing, I tend to only exaggerate. I exaggerate a lot if it's like self-deprecating humor kind of thing. Like I'll exaggerate a lot, or if it's something. If it's something that I know if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I don't want to make it a debate because I don't have the energy for it, I just make light of it by exaggerating like crazy. You know, if I don't like something, I'll just go crazy about it.
Mhm.
Just get real fucking
Over the top.
Over the top.
Yeah.
And then it makes it seem like there's no room to even bother with a fucking conversation.
Yeah.
I'll do that sometimes
Yeah,
too.
I noticed you've done that.
Yeah,
now that you say that.
because like sometimes I just
It's just not even worth it.
I don't have the energy for it.
Yeah.
And so it's like a way of making a joke about it, and then also just like it just cuts it off,
Yeah.
cuts that avenue off.
It's deflecting.
It's just let's not
Yeah.
have this conversation.
Yeah.
So I just crank up the memes. But otherwise, yeah, no, I do exaggerate a little bit about everything. My mom would say that, you know, I never don't. Black Jimmy asks, what's the dumbest purchase you've ever made?
The dumbest purchase.
Flat out dumbest purchase you ever made. Dumbest purchase ever made is a hard thing to do because oftentimes you never want to admit that it's a dumb purchase because, especially if it's expensive, a lot of times you end up coming up with excuses as to why it was worth spending that much money on said thing. And so like you'll find yourself
Yeah, I feel like
justifying
this has been asked before, and I don't think I gave an
everything.
answer because I don't ever remember buying something that I regretted so much. Maybe like old Ed Hardy clothes, you know, like
Yeah,
like a $150 Ed Hardy T-shirt when I was 17, 18 years old. Pretty dumb. So I would say that sort of stuff when I was younger, trying to be cool.
I mean, I bought a $2,000 vacuum cleaner.
Say that one more time.
There's a Filter Queen, and they were trying to sell the whole package for like $3,200, and I beat them down to $2,000. And the reason I bought it is because my Uncle John and Aunt Velvet own a Filter Queen from like 1978, and it's still the vacuum cleaner, and it still works flawlessly. And so they have lifetime warranties on it. So I went, you know what? If you're going to give me this for literally 2/3 the cost, okay. And you know why they gave it for 2/3 the cost? Other than me beating these guys, he called the manager in, literally a door-to-door salesman for this shit. Eventually, this was 3 hours conversation. My stream was running for this, by the way.
Oh my God.
Stream was running for this shit the whole time. 3 hours. I wasn't even on camera. I was downstairs talking with the vacuum salesman.
Oh
and
my God.
I beat him. I was beating him down, so he was like, I actually have to contact my manager to see if this is even possible. Because I said to him, I was like, I'm going to be real with you. This vacuum cleaner, no vacuum cleaner is worth $2,000, but I can tell you, guaranteed, no vacuum cleaner is worth $3,000. And so, I said, all right. So he calls him up. His manager drives over. It's like fucking 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Manager
at this point.
drives over.
Drove to the house.
Oh my God.
Comes
man.
in, and you know what the funny thing was? So came down to it. I brought it downstairs. The vacuum cleaner I was using before that was my grandmother's Electrolux vacuum cleaner, which was from like 1950 something, and it was still operational. You could still buy bags that fit it. Everything worked fine. It looked like it was some 1950s ass equipment. As it turns out, I had no fucking idea. Electrolux is Filter Queen. It's just the original company. And so this guy sees this vacuum cleaner, and he almost has a fucking heart attack because he said, "Holy shit, nobody has this vacuum cleaner anymore, and you're telling me that it works? You're still using this?" And I said, "Yeah, bro." He said, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you this shit for like $1,800 if you give me that vacuum cleaner." And I said, "All right, so what you're telling me is this Electrolux vacuum cleaner for you right now, for like 50 years old, is worth $1,300.
That's when I would have went on eBay and I would have said, "Okay, give me 1 second."
The reason it was more the fact that they didn't have any of the. So at the head office right now, if you went to Filter Queen here, it says probably in Dartmouth.
Yeah, they have it on display.
It is in display in the office right now. Nan's old Electrolux vacuum cleaner.
That's cool.
So yeah, so I got that for like crazy cheap, and it's like lifetime.
Yeah.
Warranty on it. Anything goes on it. So
I'm going to keep it real. $2,000 for a vacuum cleaner is a big nope for me, though, dog.
Well, I thought about it. It was like I had no idea if I'd ever move in, if I was going to use Central Vac, and Central Vac costs about that much money anyway. So it's like if
That's
I'm
what
going
we
to
have here.
If I'm going to have a decent vacuum, like a lot of places are like built to have a Central Vac, but they're not installed. Like they don't have like the fucking tank and all that shit installed. And so I was like, oh fuck, if I can get this now, John's using his. Is like 35 years old. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get a vacuum.
Kayla loves
crazy.
that shit. We went and bought a vacuum when we came here. We didn't even know the place had Central Vac. And then my dad was like, "Why don't you use the central vac?" We're like, "Oh." And then we saw, and then it had the
had the whole thing. Yeah, Mom and Dad's place has central.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
And it's powerful too.
You just have to make sure that whatever like you're attaching to it, like ours, like the parts can sometimes be hard to come by. Depending on like the newer stuff is probably better for that. Like Mom and Dad's, they had to replace like the hose and stuff a couple times, and like the attachments for it can sometimes be a bitch to find. But otherwise, yeah, central vac's great. Wrap that hose up.
Central vac, if you don't know what it is, it's essentially in every area in the house. Now, depending on the house,
not every room,
but
usually in hallways.
In a hallway, so that
maybe a master bedroom.
It's basically a vacuum in your wall, and you plug the hose into the wall.
It has an electrical prong on the hose to power it.
To power it, and then once you turn it on, there's a central area. Ours is in our boiler room, where you have essentially a massive vacuum bag.
Yeah.
Ours is a big plastic.
Big old tank.
It's a big tank.
Yep.
And just like a regular vacuum that you would vacuum, and then you would take the back out and dump it in the garbage.
Except this time you'll have to do it every month.
Yes, because it's fucking huge.
It's huge.
So essentially, the stuff that you're cleaning gets sucked into the wall, and then there's tubing that goes all the way to the container, and it dumps it in there. And we can vacuum for months. We've been living here for a few months now.
Yeah.
We haven't cleaned it yet. And it's probably like 30% filled. And we have 3 pets, a dog, 2 cats. There's fur and everything that gets
It's definitely a North American thing.
Yeah, it's definitely it.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to carry around a vacuum, right? And vacuums, extension cords and, all that shit, unless you got like some, battery-powered stuff or, whatever.
Cordless
and you're paying, big money. But if you have a central vac anywhere, if you have a long enough
I'm actually also going to be real with you. Dyson's actually a shitty vacuum cleaner. Like, they don't actually pull very much stuff off the ground. The whole thing about, like, putting, like, the guy comes in, like, the Dyson, it's got the greatest suction. And then he did, like, the fucking bowling ball. Like, bitch, that doesn't actually mean it picks up anything.
Dyson is a luxury vacuum that is skewed to people that have too much money.
Yes.
And they're sold on the luxury part of it.
It's like those bikes. What are they? It starts with a P. The Peniton or whatever fucking bikes. They've got like the chat will say what it is. It's got like a screen on it, and that you literally pay a subscription. And you get like live feed spin classes to your Peloton. That's it. Peloton.
It's a big nope for me,
Peloton. This is super expensive, and there's an entire like Imager Reddit thread of like the commercials or like the ads that they have of like where they're showing people having these, and they're like in fucking observatories or in this like $6 million fucking mansion, and so and then it's like somebody's filling in, I put my Peloton in the observatory where I can do like see all this whatever, and I can literally look down, literally look down upon people down my nose.
Yeah,
because
I'm so fucking.
Because the idea is like I'm so fucking wealthy. One of them is like, I like to put my Peloton in my half-gay husband's study where he reads Architecture magazine while wearing military boots, and it's actually a picture of a guy Architecture magazine with military boots, and there's a girl behind the couch on her Peloton. It's some funny shit. So anyway, yeah, it's kind of like that, but for vacuum cleaners. There you go. Let's see. Last one, also from Black Jimmy. This is kind of a funny one. If you were a burglar but only stole things to inconvenience people, what would you steal?
Their shoes, cutlery, toilet paper.
Just toilet paper.
Their glasses.
I'd take the batteries from all the remotes in the house.
Oh, that's a dick move. That's a fucking dick move, bro. Can you imagine a burglar coming in?
And just batteries.
Honey, did we lock the door last night? I think so. I think somebody broke in our house. Let me check the cameras. Check the cameras, and this motherfucker's going through all of our remotes, pulling the batteries out, taking the batteries. Nah, bro. That shit would set me off.
Just batteries, nothing else.
Disrespectful.
Phone chargers.
Oof.
Not even the phones?
Not even the phone.
Just the phone
the
chargers.
charger. Just get fucked. Get fucked, bro. Your Ethernet cables.
Oh, just the most like absurd, like just random shit, things you wouldn't even think about. Yeah,
That'd be
Just
terrible, dude.
Or like,
That'd be terrible.
but oh no, not all the cutlery. You just take all of one thing. So you take all the spoons.
Take the forks.
Or just forks.
Yeah.
Then they have to buy a whole new set. You can't just go out and buy forks.
And you need to take shit that you wouldn't even notice until you go to use it.
Exactly.
And you're like, wait, what the fuck? Where did the why
all
is
the
this?
Kleenex is gone.
Yeah, that's why the toilet paper. You're just taking a shit, and you're just like,
no
what,
toilet paper.
Honey, you grab me a toilet paper.
Yes, that's the way to do it.
Hell yeah, there it is.
Laundry detergent.
Dick move.
That's it. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. It's Technically Awful Podcast.
It's another one.
It's another one in the bags. Patreon.com/LagTV. If you want to help financially support this 5-alarm fire, we'd appreciate it. Helps keep this thing moving. And the higher that number goes, the more kind of content we can produce. We do it for fun, but if we were making enough money, we could more frequently go into the theater room and play old video games and have content like that. So
yes.
Keep pumping those rookie numbers up. Spread the word about the podcast. If you're listening to this on iTunes and you can take a hot second, hop on there, give us a review.
And you know what? On YouTube, y'all fuckers have been slacking, man. Hit the like button.
Smash it.
That shit has been.
You have
like,
to say that in the middle of the cast.
I know.
At the end.
No, you know what?
Too late.
I know. I got to say it like
In the
every
beginning.
20 minutes.
Like minimum.
We get into a new topic.
Hit
say
the
it.
like button. That's right.
That's what we got to start
people.
doing.
Got to remind people. It's not that they're slacking. They just don't think about the shit.
Maybe we should have something on the screen that pops up, like in the middle of the screen. Hit the like button.
Whole screen.
Just the whole
black.
screen. Just hit the fucking like button. Just like boom. That'll get their attention.
Just the whole screen.
Just the whole screen. Just a big fucking thumbs up. Hit it. Smash it.
You know
bang it.
what we'll do? I'm gonna we could get it. I could just like go over and turn it on occasionally.
Oh, you
it'll
can
be
just hit the
it'll be the
buttons,
big
yeah.
it'll be the big thing,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna press a button and it's gonna make the movie trailer sound. Ding.
Oh, that's perfect.
Condition them.
And you could do it for the Patreon. Ding.
It's full screen.
NordVPN. Ding. Just all
That's
those.
it.
They just sell out
That's
randomly.
Sell out randomly.
There it is.
That's the way to go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next week. We're coming up with the Christmas season.
It's that time of year.
Until we see you guys next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.